payment plan that fits your budget. So go see for yourself why CarMart is different from all the rest. Stay connected by following CarMart on Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, and online at car-mart.com. America's CarMart, keeping you on the road.
Not all college ends with a bachelor's degree. There are shorter-term programs that help students get to work in a profession they love. Best of all, Arkansas needs qualified workers in these high-demand fields: healthcare, industry manufacturing, and information technology. There are scholarships such as Arkansas Workforce Challenge and Our Future that will help pay for classes.
Go beyond your field of study and get a world-class education in leadership. As an Army officer, you'll work side by side with peers who support your growth, and you'll become a role model, mentor, and decision maker in any environment, at any scale. It's a challenging path, but along the way you'll sharpen your skills and show yourself and those around you exactly what you're capable of. Decide to lead at goarmy.com/officer.
We have hit the fourth quarter on this week's America's CarMart Football Report. Let's look at Class 3A now, and the rankings on Hootens.com look a lot the same, especially the first four, which are the same from a week ago. Number 1, Prescott. Number 2, Boonville. Number 3, Rivercrest. And number 4, Walnut Ridge. No losses among that group. Number 5, Newport, also 2-0, and moves up one after beating Batesville. Salem moves up 3 spots after pushing Prescott a week ago. Fordyce is up 5 spots to number 7, into the top 10 for the first time. The defense hasn't given up a point this year. Bismarck is 2-0 and up 2 spots to number 8. Charleston down 4 after losing to Pottsville. Number 10, McGee, tumbles 5 spots after losing to Hamburg. The Owls are 10th currently. All right, let's get into our picks, starting with teams from the 1-3A. Number 2, Boonville at Paris. This could be a decisive win for the Bearcats on the road. Lavaca is a road underdog at Roland, Oklahoma. Cedarville at home, a favorite over Johnson County Westside. In the Hootens.com game of the week for Class 3A, you've got Newport, the number 5 team, welcoming number 6 Salem. Hootens.com thinks this will be a close one, but the Greyhounds should take it. Mayflower is a favorite over England from Class 2A. Atkins, a road underdog at another 2A team, Conway Christian. Whitman at home is favored over Izard County, another 2A team. And Yellville Summit will travel to lower division Hector. Hector is the favorite there. Hootens.com likes number 3 Rivercrest at home over East Poinsett County. Number 4 Walnut Ridge playing at 2A Earl. Walnut Ridge the favorite team there. Pickett is a road underdog at Class 2A Cross County. Now to teams from the 4-3A. Number 8 Bismarck at Glen Rose. This could be close, but Hootens.com is going with Bismarck. Perryville is a favorite at Bigelow, a Class 2A team. This is the Battle of Perry County, and the Mustangs get the nod. Jessieville is the favorite at Class 2A Mount Ida. Hootens.com is going with Magnet Cove at Poen, another 2A team. Color Morning Star, yet another road favorite at Class 2A Mountain Pine. And True Rivers at home is an underdog against another 2A team, Magazine. Harmony Grove, Ouachita County plays an out-of-state team and is an underdog to Haynesville, Louisiana. Hootens.com thinks Smackover will win at home over the number 3 team from Class 2A, Junction City. However, Parker's Chapel is a home underdog against Dirks of Class 2A. Horatio on the road, favorite against the Foreman Gators. Fordyce should trample Mineral Springs, a 2A team. Barton travels to Mariana. Hootens.com going with the Bears of Barton. Speaking of Bears, how about your picks, Bear, for Class 3A?
David, we got a big battle of the Greyhounds. Number 6, Salem at number 5, Newport. Salem actually led top-ranked Prescott in the fourth quarter last week before losing that game. Colton Smith was kind of a hero for Salem, ran for 80 yards and a touchdown. But speaking of heroes, Newport's had plenty of them. In fact, the Greyhounds, one of the highest-scoring teams in the state this season. They've scored 114 points in just 2 games. Last week, Keandre Baker, the move-in from BB, ran for 212 yards and 3 touchdowns in the first 3 quarters against Batesville.
Let's move on to Class 2A now and look at the rankings on Hootens.com, where there is a new number 1. The Carlisle Bison knocked off previous number 1 Junction City and ascends to the throne. Conway Christian is number 2, followed by Junction City. The Dragons slipping 2 spots after that loss. Number 4 is Mark Tree, moving up 3 positions after crushing Class 3A Manila. Des Arc stays at 5. Then you have Mineral Springs dropping 2 spots from number 4 after losing to Bismarck. Bigelow is 7th, then Poen at number 8. East Poinsett County enters the top 10 for the first time this year at number 9, and Hector rounds out the top 10. Well, the game of the week is number 4, Mark Tree, traveling to Gurdon. This should be a quality game. Mark Tree with a 43-6 hammering of Manila last week, a decisive victory. But Gurdon could be tough to stop on the ground for the Indians. Hootens.com likes Gurdon and that ground attack for an upset win over Mark Tree. Mountainburg visits Baptist Prep and is a road favorite. Hootens.com is going with McCrory at home against Clarendon. And Bearden, traveling out of state, is an underdog on Hootens.com at Darbone Woods of Louisiana. I'm David Wallace for America's Car Mart. Who's feeling the football spirit? America's Car Mart proudly sponsors Arkansas high school football. Like our hardworking football players, the team at Car Mart works hard to keep you on the road. Car Mart knows that buying a vehicle is a big decision. That's why they take selling you a vehicle very seriously. When you shop at Car Mart, they're there for you through the good times and the bad times until you drive away with the title to your vehicle. Save time at the dealership and start your car buying journey online at car-mart.com. America's Car Mart, keeping you on the road.
Going to college may not look the same as it has before, but you have the power to move forward. There are over 1,000 hands-on or online programs in Arkansas designed to put you to work, and they qualify for state scholarships and grants. Healthcare, education, computer technology, industry technology, and more. Take your next step forward. Visit explorearcareers.com with instructions.
Why do tacos get their own day of the week? Is it because Mondays are so rough, we need a Tuesday filled with beefy tortillas shared with good friends? If so, why don't we have Wellington Wednesdays, Stroganoff Saturdays, and heck, Meatball Mondays? Then, Mondays would just be another reason to enjoy our favorite beef with our favorite people. Together, we bring more. Beef. It's what's for dinner. Funded by beef farmers and ranchers.
Courtesy of Beef. It's whatsfordinner.com.
Hungry on your way to the game? Satisfy that craving at Colton's. Throw those peanut shells in a bucket, grab a hot roll and butter. Then enjoy one of our hand-cut steaks or any of our mouth-watering entrees in a relaxed, casual dining atmosphere. With 14 convenient locations across the state, you're sure to find a Colton's near your Friday night football destination.
That'll do it. Another America's Car Mart football report is in the books. Follow all the scores throughout game night on the high school scoreboard, presented by First Security and exclusively.
It's time now for Yellow Jacket football. The Yellow Jackets are looking for a great season as Coach Dufresne, one of the most successful active football coaches in high school, will lead this large returning class of players and new players into the season, hoping to follow up on last year's outstanding record of 8 consecutive playoff appearances with a class of outstanding athletes. Tonight's game is brought to you by these fine sponsors: First Security Bank, Justin's Collision Repair and Towing, Joe Lee Chevrolet, The River Company Insurance, First Arkansas Bank and Trust, Blagg Law Firm, Davis Cash Lumber, Clay Maxey Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Ozark Health Medical Center, Goods Cash Saver, Petty Jean Fiber, Conway Regional Medical Center, and by North Arkansas Community College and all of the fine Yellow Jacket boosters. Tonight's live video stream on YouTube and Facebook, brought to you by Petty Jean Fiber and by First Arkansas Bank and Trust and by Hogs and Heifers Sports Bar and Grill. And the player of the game each week brought to you by First Arkansas Bank and Trust in Clinton. Now, let's join our announcers for tonight's game. KHPQ Sports Director Jeff Hall, and producer-announcer Mike Hawley. Get ready for tonight's Yellow Jacket football action on KHPQ. Video production by Aaron Duhan.
Holly joins me. Aaron Duhan is in the building. Coach Matthew Post is back after a week away. We missed him. We're certainly glad he's here to join us in Huntsville tonight. We've made the long trip up to Northwest Arkansas. Huntsville, home of the Eagles. We've settled in on the visiting side in the press box here. The light rain and mist that we drove through on the way from Clinton to Huntsville has dried up. Skies are clearing a bit, and it looks like we're in for a fantastic night of football weather here in Huntsville. So certainly glad you could be with us on the broadcast tonight. However you join us, over the air and 92.1 FM all over North Central Arkansas. If you're on the internet anywhere in the world at www.khpq.com, just go on the internet there from the homepage, do the listen live link. If you're on a mobile device, a phone or a tablet, hey, how about downloading the Hot Country KHPQ app through the Google Play Store for Android devices or the Apple Store for your Apple products. If you've got the TuneIn Radio app on your phone, KHPQ 92.1 FM is right there. And if you want to watch tonight's ball game, you can join the live stream on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel. Just dial that up. Well, don't dial that up. Just punch that up on your smart TV, your phone, your tablet device. You can watch the live stream tonight. Aaron Duhan came in for the save tonight. I had some pregame problems with both our video and our audio, but everything is up and going now. That live video is already up and running on the YouTube channel and also the KHPQ Facebook page. So however you join us tonight, we're certainly glad to have you. Settle in for the next 2.5 hours, and hopefully we'll cheer on the Yellow Jackets to a victory tonight. Undefeated on the season. They're coming off last week's big win in the rivalry game over the Heber Springs Panthers at home. I know that was exciting for the kids and their parents and for the crowd there. Folks stayed a long time after that game, and they soaked that one up and enjoyed it. And tonight it's the final non-conference game of the season. It's I think they're going to call it week 2 on the high school schedule, but it's the third game of the season coming off of week 0 and week 1. And the Jackets would love to finish up undefeated, take a week off next week, and then get into conference play here in 2024. So we had a good drive up. Harrison stopped at Wendy's. The team ate well, and I certainly enjoyed that. They've made it in, and they're looking forward to football tonight from Huntsville. Glad you could be with us as well. Let's bring Mike Holly in, and we'll get you set for the kickoff.
Yeah, after a day of rain, and then we drove up into Northwest Arkansas in the rain. It's now turned out to be a beautiful night for football. We see some blue skies off across behind the visitor section over there, and a great crowd of Clinton fans already here tonight that may fill up the section over there. And as the Yellow Jackets, as we say, always have a great following. So the number 17th ranked Clinton Yellow Jackets are 2-0 tonight, taking on Huntsville, 0-1 on the year. Huntsville played Lamar 2 weeks ago and lost that game by a score of 49-12. Yellow Jackets won in week 1 at Harmony Grove, 28-6, and last week a big 31-14 win over Heber Springs. As I said, Huntsville 0-1 coming into the game. Yellow Jackets coached by head coach Christy Frand, 149 wins. A win tonight will be number 150 for head coach Christy Frand. Huntsville coached by Eric Henderson in his second season. He got the job late in the spring last year. They went 0-10 last year, and they've lost 12 in a row going back to 2022. They were 2-8 in 2022, 0-10 last year. Their last win was October the 28th of 2022. That was a 46-41 victory over Greenland. Huntsville known for its basketball success, not so much on the football field. They haven't had a winning record since you have to go back into the 1990s. Last time they had a winning record, and they were conference champs way back the last time in 1996. Last week, the Yellow Jackets, we said, won 31-14. Rylan Jones ran wild in that game. He opened the game with a 96-yard kickoff return. The Jackets led and would never trail. They jumped out to a 19-0 lead with touchdowns coming from Rylan Jones and Zach Hunt Gonzalez. Heber Springs did cut the lead to 19-13 early in the third quarter, but the Yellow Jackets with back-to-back scoring drives put the game away. A 4th and 2 run by Zach Hunt Gonzalez kept a drive alive, and a 3rd and 7 pass from Brody Dufresne to Eli Henson kept another drive alive, and the Yellow Jackets put the game away. Rylan Jones was our first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game. He was 243 yards on 18 carries, 2 touchdowns, throw in that kickoff return. He had 339 total yards on the night. Zach Hunton Gonzalez from his fullback spot carried the ball 22 times for 116 yards and a touchdown. Junior Caleb McCarver also chipped in a touchdown on a 7-yard run, and he also had 8 tackles in the ball game for the Yellow Jackets. The series is tied at 1 apiece. Jackets came here on September the 4th of 2020. That was in the middle of COVID. The Yellow Jackets came here with only 18 players suited up that night. Huntsville won the game by a score of 35-0. That's the last time the Yellow Jackets have been shut out. But if you don't count that game, you have to go way back into the early 2000s before you find a game where Clinton did not get on the board. In September the 3rd of 2021, Huntsville came to Clinton. The Yellow Jackets won that game by a score of 28-21. And we're just moments away from the kickoff here. Actually, they put 3 minutes on the clock. The captains are still at midfield talking to the officials. Yellow Jackets tonight will be dressed in their road white uniforms, trimmed in black, and those gold helmets. This is the first home game of the year for Huntsville, so a nice crowd here for the Eagles. And they're in their home maroon uniforms, trimmed in white with white helmets. And it's interesting, this is an old stadium downtown in a neighborhood. The high school was here at one time. Now it's a couple miles down the road, a brand new high school. But the old stadium still here just off the court square a few blocks. And they have dueling band shells in the end zone. I'm going to tell you, Mr. Hawk's band sounded really good tonight. They're fully dressed out in their uniforms. And they performed the Yellow Jacket alma mater, and it was just about flawless. Mr. Hawk in his first year leading the Yellow Jacket band. And here comes Huntsville on to the field. Look at the Huntsville roster. They last season they averaged 12 points a game on offense. They gave up 44 points a game on defense. And we said they lost to Lamar in week 0 by a score of 49-12. Lamar gained 379 yards in that game. Looking at the roster, look at a little bit of film this week. Huntsville, 2 players 280 pounds or heavier, only 2 players on the roster. And one of the things I always look for when I'm watching film and scouting, how many returning offensive linemen do you have? That's such a key position. Those 5 offensive linemen need to have played together, repetitions together. They have to play in unison. Huntsville and only 1 offensive lineman returning from last season. You know, we saw that last week. The Yellow Jacket defensive line was able to control Heber Springs with only rushing 4. And if you go back and look, Heber only had 2 returning offensive linemen from the year before. And so I really think that's a key. And if you look out there tonight, you'll see Clinton will have a size advantage on the line of scrimmage, and they'll have an experience advantage also on the line of scrimmage. And so the teams take the field. The Yellow Jackets will have the football first, and that man, Rylan Jones, is deep at about the 15, set to receive this one. So, Jeff Hall, we're set for some football here in Northwest Arkansas, and you couldn't ask for better weather now at kickoff time.
And if you're looking to watch the broadcast, I'm visiting with Aaron Duhon there may be a problem with the KHPQ Facebook page as far as streaming the video, but it is live on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel. So check into that to watch the broadcast. And here we go. Rylan Jones, speaking of, he's been our first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game in both week 1 and 2 for the Yellow Jackets. He's coming off that 339 all-purpose yards week last week in the victory. And so Rylan's been fun to watch thus far. He returned the opening kickoff for a touchdown last week. Will he get a chance tonight? He will not. They're going to keep it on the ground. It'll squib, roll back to the 30, fielded there by Grayson Littell. And Littell will move the football to the Yellow Jacket 38-yard line. The offense will come out. And the first possession there, the skies have brightened just a little bit. Maybe a little bit of shine on those gold helmets tonight for the Yellow Jackets, led out by Creed Brown, Alec Huey, Cash Carpenter. Who else is out there?
They got Larry Swan. And Cifuentes, our offensive line.
And
Eden Cifuentes.
Eli Henson at a tight end spot. Littell in the slot. Brody Dufran, the junior quarterback. Jones, Zach Hunt Gonzalez, and Liam Hudson. And it's Littell with the first carry of the ball game. Out of the slot, left to right. They'll get him by the ankle. He'll try to pull away. He'll go down at the 42. That's a pickup of, it looks like they're going to give him about 3 on that to start the ball game. 2nd down and 7.
They like to run a 4-2-5 defense, but if you notice, They think the Yellow Jackets are going to run. So if you notice, there's more than 4 at the line of scrimmage. There is 6 up there right now. Normally they would do a 4-2-5.
We're looking right down the line of scrimmage. Jones gets the handoff. Oh, he's met in the backfield. 3. Eagles going to take down Rylan Jones on his first carry of the ball game. It's going to be lost yardage on the play, back to the original line of scrimmage at the 38. That's something we really haven't seen in the first couple of weeks of the season. There weren't any tackle for lost plays, I think, from the line of scrimmage in the first game against Harmony Grove. I don't know if there was much last week against Heber, but Eagles are ready for that one.
Yeah, kind of overpopulated that left side of the line of scrimmage.
3rd and long. Dufresne wants to pass. Drop back. He's being chased. Dump it out into the flat, and a diving attempt. Can't pull that one in. It's incomplete, and the Yellow Jackets going to face a 4th and 9 on their opening possession. They're at their own 39-yard line, and it looks like they're going to swap personnel and expect a punt here.
Yeah, a little pressure that time. Looked like they saw a little bit of that in the film with Heber. You know, Heber could bring players from both sides off the edge. That's what Huntsville did right there. Nobody back for Huntsville.
And I think they're going to draw the Eagles off sides. They will, as Dufresne, he sets up in that kind of short, almost like a shotgun position as quarterback to be punter, and he's going to bark the snap count. Nose guard, jumps off sides 5 yards, so 3rd and 9 becomes 4th and 4, and the linemen come back in as head coach Chris Dufresne is going to go for it here at his own 45-yard line.
And you might see him try to draw them off sides again here. Under center.
Let's see if they take their time with the play clock. And
they get
them to jump again. Clinton has been very good historically at trying to draw the opposing team off sides. You don't often see back-to-back twice in a row, 4th and 9, 2 offsides penalties. It's 1st down for Clinton at the 50-yard line.
You know, we see Heber so much through the years. Last week was one of the few times that a team didn't jump off sides, but they've seen us do it so much. Huntsville hasn't seen this since 2021, and they fell for it twice.
Quick snap. Gonzalez, his first carry up the middle. He gets an assist by Cash Carpenter, Zach. He kind of got held a little bit low. Cash Carpenter, I think, grabs him around the chest, pulls him forward, and they go to the Huntsville 41-yard line, a pickup of 9.
That's a couple of hosses right there. Zach Gonzalez is strong enough by himself, and then you add a little Cash Carpenter to the mix there. That's a combination carry for 9 yards. I had to give Cash half of that one.
On the defense, you'd give a half a tackle or an assist. On offense, I'm not sure what you call that. Dufresne back under center, 2nd and short, drops back, wants to pass, throws it down the sideline. He's got a receiver. It's caught. 10-yard line, 5 out of bounds. For the Yellow Jackets, that's going to be Sam Standridge. Is that right? On the
Sam
catch.
Standridge.
1st and goal. Petit Jean Fiber 1st down inside the 10 for the Yellow Jackets.
Great call. You had the 2nd one. The playbook's wide open. Huntsville's got 6 men in the box, single coverage. Great call by Coach Dufresne. Just threw it right over the top of them. And Sam Standridge is tall, but, man, he can also leap.
Dufresne under center looking to punch it in. And handoff Gonzalez. And it's a fumble near the goal line, just short of the goal line. Huntsville thinks they have it. No signal yet from the official.
Well, Big Cash almost had a chance at a touchdown there. Cash Carpenter recovered it at the goal line.
It will be. Now, Yellow Jackets could have picked up a 1st down. It was not inside the 10. Forgive me. We got an angle looking across the sideline. Football's, I think, at about the 4, and it's 2nd and 1. After the carry and the fumble recovery. Now, the scoreboard says it's at the 3, 2nd down and 1. Dufresne, the give. Littell, left to right, slot, touchdown, Yellow Jackets. 8:55 to go in the opening quarter. Clinton scores on their opening possession. Yellow Jackets 6, Eagles 0.
A little trap buck sweep to the right. Senior Brace Littell gets the touchdown. And with an assist from Cash Carpenter and Zach Gonzalez on a couple of those plays. Derek Infante on for the extra point. Derek perfect the first week, and he missed a couple last week. So I'd like to see Derek get back on the roll again here.
The snap, the hold from the 10. Infante's kick is up, and it's good. Clinton 7, Huntsville 0. Opening quarter. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
First Security has been putting our home state first since 1932. Helping fellow Arkansans and their families buy homes, grow businesses, and build futures. Today, First Security is still committed to helping you bank better, providing local solutions and local support in the places we love too. It's community banking with people you know and people you know you can count on. First Security. Bank better. fsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in north central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Jackets go 62 yards in 7 plays, aided by a couple of offsides penalties by Huntsville. 3-yard run by Brayson Littell. One of the big plays was a pass from Dufresne to Standridge. Jackets lead 7-0.
Infante with a big leg, and that one's going to go carry back to the end zone. They're on the return. I guess he didn't step in the end zone. And it'll be up near the 20, middle of the field, up to about the 27-yard line, where Huntsville will have their first off position there. Derek Infante, what were we talking about before the game? Infante, we saw him kick a long field goal in practice tonight. I think you were talking about practice earlier this week on the strength of Infante's leg.
Yeah, they were lining up at the end of practice. Hey, Derek, if you can make a 40-yarder, we don't have to run sprints today. I'm not sure if Coach Dufresne designed it this way, but he was kicking into a heavy wind, and he got a couple of them the distance, but just wide left against the wind. And we see there he kicked it basically to the goal line.
Junior quarterback Brett Henderson in the shotgun for the Eagles. 15 seconds still on the play clock. He's got a single back behind him. Give, put it in the belly, up the middle, met there by the Yellow Jacket interior defensive line. Maybe got a yard at best. 2nd down and 9 for the Eagles.
Yeah, Huntsville's this is really similar to Harmony Grove. They went into spring practice. They gave 4 guys a chance at the quarterback spot. Only one of them had any experience last year, and that was Zach Cousins. He was 8. Oh, check that. That was Isaiah Hale had played 5 games at quarterback last year before getting injured. And so kind of like Harmony Grove, new quarterback for Huntsville.
Back in the shotgun, takes the snap, put it in the belly to the left side. Same result, maybe a yard at best on the left side. That Yellow Jacket line, I think Coppin Ross with the start tonight on the right side of that Yellow Jacket defensive line. Also see Zach Shaver. Zach Shaver's big sack last week, the assist by Carpenter. He's at a defensive tackle spot. Briar Bradbury, middle linebacker. Eli Henson, defensive tackle on the left side. On the right side, that's Cash Carpenter, the defensive tackle. You got Gonzalez, the other linebacker, Littell. Your secondary, Rylan Jones, Joshua Fultz, Caleb McCarver, and Colton Warren.
And only one offensive lineman returning from last year up there.
Another run, start right, turn it up inside, and across the 30 to maybe the 33-yard line. Still going to be well short of the first down. Call it 4th and 4 for the Eagles at their own 33-yard line.
They returned 4 starters on offense from last year. They had 7 on the defensive side of the football, but you can see the size factor for the Yellow Jackets up front. They run the spread offense, and you see 3 wide receivers to the left.
And they're going to set up to go for it. Let's see if they stay in this set. They will. Snap the football. 3 receivers. They're going to run to the right, turn it up on the corner, going to get to the 37, 38, and I think that's going to be good for an Eagle first down, and they'll mark it. Does look to be at the 38. Zach Shaver with the tackle. The officials talk it over. And it is an Eagle first down, their first of the night. So they gamble. They go for it early on their end of the field. And just like the Yellow Jackets on their possession, they are successful. They'll keep their drive alive.
And I think they feel they're the underdogs. They're going to, try to – they knew they have to gamble a little bit to stay in the ball game.
2 backs, handoff, up the middle, nothing doing. Again, the interior, that Yellow Jacket defensive line, Zach Shaver. Gonzalez comes in from the linebacker spot, as well as Coppin Ross. And a yard at best, again, to the 39. 2nd down and 9.
55, 200 pounds, number 73, 225, 56, 185. That's the weights up front for Huntsville.
Shotgun snap. Fake the handoff. Quarterback going to keep it. Henderson, he's going to evade one tackler. He gets to the end, towards the sideline, out of bounds. First down for the Eagles at the 50-yard line. That was almost all Brett Henderson, the quarterback, on that one, as he's able to get away from a tackle for loss in the backfield and ultimately come up with the first down.
Yeah, that was pretty, as you said, you were right. That was all quarterback there. He got out to the corner. Jacobs didn't really shut off the edge out there, let him get to the outside and a first down.
Now the ball's on the far hash, the visiting side, looking across at the Yellow Jacket fans across the way from us. Good number made the trip up, the two-hour plus drive. Some of the Yellow Jacket folks. Shotgun snap, put it in the belly. To the right, turn it up inside. Nothing doing. Tackled at the 50. Going down is Isaiah Hill, the junior tailback. And again, who got hit?
Hale had 325 yards, 5 touchdowns last season, and then was injured in week 5. Didn't play the rest of the year. Last week against Lamar 2 weeks ago, they threw a lot of quick outs. They didn't really throw the ball down the field very much. They didn't really think they had enough time.
Low shotgun snap. It's on the grass. Picking it up is Henderson. He'll do the best he can after the bad snap. Pick up a yard, 2 at the best. It's going to be 3rd and 8.
A lot of quick outs, those bubble screen passes, things like that we saw against Lamar.
Quickly, back in the shotgun, put it in the belly, handoff, up the middle, nowhere to go.
Quarterback really animated. Either somebody was a miscommunication there, or he's not reading something.
47, that's going to bring up 4th and 7. The football's at the Yellow Jacket 47-yard line. 25 seconds on the play clock. It's 4 minutes, 45 seconds on the game clock. First quarter, Clinton 7, Huntsville 0. They went for it for first down at their own 30-something earlier in this drive. Will they go for it here? A little bit further to go at 4th and 7. Shotgun, they will. They'll snap. They're going to roll to the right, looking to pass. Eli Henson giving chase. Back to the 40. Henson takes him down. Eli with a tackle behind the 50, back at the Huntsville 47. And the ball is going to – there's a flag on the play. We'll see what it is. It's on the far side of the field, away from the tackle. Tackle's on the home side. Flag's on the visiting side.
Well, Henson, he's lined up at right defensive end. The quarterback went to the right here toward the Huntsville sideline. And, man, what a great job by – I think it's going to be a chop block on Huntsville. But a great job by Eli Henson to run it all the way across the field and run the quarterback down from behind.
So with the offensive penalty, the chop block, you called it, Clinton can decline that penalty, and the ball is going to go over on downs to the Yellow Jackets. So the defense holds, and Clinton's going to have the ball, I believe, at the Huntsville 48-yard line. Offense scores, defense holds. 4:23 in the first quarter. Clinton 7, Huntsville 0. Eli Henson stays on the field at that left defensive or tight end spot. Now he and Littell are going to shift to right. They go a little bit heavy on that side with 2 receivers on that side as well. Dufresne calls for the ball. He's going to roll to his right. Got lots of green. He's going to stop, wants to pass. Now he's giving chase. He's going to the sideline. He'll turn it up, and he'll run out of bounds, but not before he picks up 5-6 yards. There's a flag back in the middle of the field, away from the sideline.
That play took a long time to develop. Good job by Huntsville. It was that kind of wheel route, double move by Ryland Jones up the sideline they were looking for, but they did have it covered. Give Huntsville credit on that one. And the play lasted so long, they're probably going to get Clinton for a hold.
It looks like the official's set to mark it off against the Yellow Jackets. You called it. It is a holding penalty. And that's a spot foul from wherever it occurred on the field, 10 yards against the offending team. So it looks like they're going to mark it off from the Huntsville 48. That should take it back. They'll give him the 43. So, no. Now they're going to give him the extra yard. Now they're going to give him an extra 3, 4. Oh, my God, that math doesn't add up. It looked like he started at the 48. Now he's back at the Yellow Jacket 38. I think that's what is that, 14 yards? Well, we're going to snap the football. We're going to the next play. Gonzalez, he's got a big hole. He's in the green. 40, 50. Takes on a tackler at the Huntsville 45 over him. Zach Hunt Gonzalez up to the 43-yard line.
Quick hitter that time to the fullback. Got into that second level. Used some speed at the end. Used some power as he just ran over a tackler. And that gets the Jackets ahead of the sticks again. Looks like, about a 2nd down and 6 maybe.
I don't think there's too many would-be tacklers that want to attempt a solo tackle on Zach Hunt Gonzalez. Zach's big, he's strong, and
White
he might run over you if he gets the chance. And with the carry, out of the slot, left to right, up near the sideline, Petty Fiber first down.
Harold
up
McNabb.
At the 35. McNabb on his first carry of the night.
McNabb.
Head coach Chris Dufran, he's already had who? Jones, Littell, McNabb, Dufran, Gonzalez. At least 5 ball carriers already here early in the ball game.
Yeah, we've seen everybody but so far but Caleb McCarver. He usually gets they get carries in the game. I said White Dunn lined up at tight end.
Dufran under center. The give is to Jones, right, left, and he's met at the line of scrimmage and dropped there. Rylan Jones, maybe the 32-yard line. A pickup of about 2 on the carry.
Still trying to load that box up. But as we always say, those teams that load the box up against us and we can still run the ball, that's a great sign. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now 6 near the line of scrimmage.
And shotgun formation. Dufran takes it, looks left. Colton Warren's going to catch on the slant. He's got a defender right with him, going to take him down, but Colton Warren will move it to the 32. Short gain, maybe a yard, 3rd and a long 7 for the Yellow Jackets.
I tried to run the tunnel there. I'm not sure if we missed a block or not. He lined up at the far wide receiver slot on the outside, had a slot receiver in between him there, and I'm not sure if we may have missed a block, allowed that Huntsville player to make the tackle. If he didn't make the tackle there, though, Colton's got a lot of green in front of him.
Sam Sanders back in the ballgame. He had the big catch down the right sideline on that first drive. He's back in that same spot now on the right sideline, along with McCarver over there as well. And Dufran's in the shotgun, calls for the ball. Instead, he's going to hand it to Rylan Jones. Gets to the right at the end, turns it up. Rylan Jones is loose, the 20, the 15. I think he's inside the 15, and again, he's got good footwork. He's got good speed. He's got a Petty Jean Fiber first down as he moves the football. It's up maybe just short. It is just short of the 10.
Yeah, you saw his ability that time. The speed's there, but you see that the ability to cut on a dime. And he cut to the outside and then cut back to the inside. And the Yellow Jackets are set up at the 13-yard line.
Yeah, just when you think they're going to pass, you give it to Jones, and he picks up the first down. Liam Hudson in the ball game. He's featured in the 501 magazine. So I guess the player to watch for the Yellow Jackets. You might pick up that magazine places in Clinton. Inside pitch to McCarver. He takes it. He turns. He lowers his shoulder. He's at the goal line. It's a touchdown. Caleb McCarver on his first carry of the night makes the score. Clinton 13, Huntsville 0. There's a flag on the play. So it's near from the sideline official on the home side, or excuse me, the visiting side, the right side. McCarver scored on the left. I think this one's coming back.
Yellow Jacket coaches.
It is.
Not in agreement with that call, but that'll bring a nice run back. Caleb McCarver, now, as I said, everybody's now the normal running back crew. Everybody's touched the ball now here in the first quarter.
Well, it gives you a little bit more field to work with. The ball's at the 18. It's first down. Clinton can get a first down at the 3 as Dufran goes under center. Wing tee set up. Littell takes the handoff. He's hit low, fighting for yards. He gets up, I think, inside the 15 to about the 12-yard line.
Timing a little off on that one. Brody had to reach to Littell to get him the handoff.
Again, glad you could be with us. I'm Jeff Hall. It's Mike Holly, Aaron Duhan, Kelsey Robinson, our studio engineer, Sid King. We visited with him earlier, and you can watch it on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel. You can watch the live stream, the broadcast tonight. Dufran's now in the shotgun. Jones to his right. They'll shift right to left with Henson and McCarver, a couple of receivers. And Huntsville's going to take a timeout. Let's take a quick break. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Visiting with Clay Maxey, your hometown Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer. Here's something we don't hear anymore. Prices are dropping at Clay Maxey.
We've just decided with inflation and the way prices are going up on everybody, we wanted to take a real hard look and see how we could help the community by lowering some of our prices. Across the board, we've done everything that we could do to lower prices on our services, our cost of labor, our used inventory. We've got to do it in order to be responsive to our community and our customers.
See the change at ClayMaxeyCDJR.com.
Well, after the timeout, the Jackets will have it second down and 9 from the Huntsville 12-yard line. The Jackets already lead 7-0 here. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. Jackets just had a touchdown call back.
So didn't like what they saw after that. Maybe that shift by the Yellow Jackets. Same setup again. They shift from the right to the left. Dufresne calls for the football. Puts it in the belly of Jones, and he's going to spin. He's got maybe 2 or 3 tacklers. Not much. Maybe the 10-yard line. Pickup of 2. Going to bring third down. And maybe 7 for the Yellow Jackets. 20 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. Clinton does not have to snap the football. If they want to let the first quarter expire, they lead 7-0 over the Eagles. It's head coach Chris Dufresne on the Yellow Jacket sideline. Joe Hudson, Jesse Wilson, Jordan Benson. And that will do it. The first quarter comes to an end. Clinton 7, Huntsville 0. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
At First Security, we've been investing in our home state since 1932, growing deep roots and even deeper relationships. We're part of Arkansas. It's part of us. Today, First Security puts all of that history and stability to good use for you, pouring our resources into the people and places we love best. Arkansas communities, Arkansas families, and Arkansas futures. First Security. Bank better. FSBank.com, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Jamie from North Ark. Here at North Arkansas College, we are super proud of our facilities and programs, and we feel like we have all the labs, equipment, and personnel in place to help make you as successful as possible while earning an education and working towards a new career. You would be amazed at the resources that are here. If you're low income, a parent, or if you're just looking for a new career and a new role in life, come see us. Schedule a tour of either of our campuses today by visiting northark.edu/tour or by calling our recruitment office at 870-391-3102. And remember, here at NAC, we believe in you.
And Jackets lead 7-0 as we start the second quarter play. Jackets will have the ball at the 10-yard line. It'll be third down and 9. Clinton got the ball first. Was stopped on downs on their first series, but 2 offside penalties by Huntsville kept the drive alive. A pass to Sam Standridge and a 3-yard run by Brayson Littell put the Jackets up 7-0. Clinton got a stop at midfield on Huntsville's possession. And now the Jackets look to score here. As we say, third down and 9 from the Huntsville 10-yard line.
And a pretty sky now as the clouds have broken. Pretty blue and colors coming in tonight here in Huntsville. Zach Gonzalez in the backfield with Dufresne. Jones, Hitson split wide right. Dufresne takes the snap, rolls to his right. He's going to step up in the pocket. He's got a defender going to take him down. Dufresne going to be tackled at the 15.
Wow, no flag. There it is.
And it's going to be a flag.
Yeah.
It's like on the tackle after the play.
And the official gave him a chance to get away from the quarterback, but he wouldn't do it. And that'll move the ball half the distance to the goal line.
Would have been third and with the loss of 3 on that play.
Defender made a good play, but then taunted the quarterback. And that was really good officiating because the official gave him a chance to get away, and he wouldn't do it.
And that is the call, unsportsmanlike.
And that was a senior, I believe.
So let's see. The tackle was at the 15-yard line, so half the distance. Going to move it up near the 7. It's not, an automatic first down. So that'll leave Yellow Jackets with third down. They can get a first down without scoring. They're going to need 5 yards, though, a long 5, 3rd and 5 to either get the first down or punch it in here on a 4th down play if they don't make it here.
I'm surprised maybe that might have been a dead ball. It'd be 4th down. They're still showing 3 on the marker. Now we better check this. I think it's 4th down. The down marker says 3rd.
It looks like head coach Chris Dufresne is out on the field. Looked like he was trying to get the attention of the sideline official where the down marker is. He's going to call timeout. And let's go ahead and keep it here. I think you may call on that one. They're trying to make sure here.
Yeah.
What's going on?
The tackle was made. The play was over. Was that a dead ball penalty? The play stands. You move the ball forward. But they're still showing third down on the marker. Ball is at ball's on the 7-yard line. Yep, makes it.
So.
Yeah, there it is. Now it's fourth down. So that changes the complexity of this. Do you send Derek Infante out there for a short field goal? Or do you go for it on 4th down and 5?
Pick up the first, score a touchdown.
Hey, what I mentioned, Phillip Jones listening in. I think he's on his way to Alabama. He may already be there. Phillip not able to be here tonight. He's been a long time since Phillip's missed a game, but Phillip will be in Alabama tonight, I think, for a wedding. He's listening in tonight. And
Adam Epps. Taking care of the Booster Club duties tonight as far as the run-through, getting everything set up, driving the equipment truck tonight.
Yep, thanks to Adam Epps for getting us up here. Jackets are going to go for it.
And the ball's going to be on the near hash to us, the home side. Friends under center, wing T set. Jones in the slot. He goes in motion. Right to left, takes the handoff. Left side, they got a couple of tacklers. He's going to fall forward. Does he get enough? The sideline official comes running in from near the 2 where it would be. And it's a first down. Jones gets the first down.
And that was some second effort. That's that pet play that they like where he kind of starts in motion and then that trap play and gets through the hole. And, you know, that last yard or two was probably him with carrying a tackler the last yard or so. And so Jones gets the first down. The Jackets, with another help from another penalty by Huntsville, set up 1st and goal at the 1.
Back to the set. Dufresne under center. Littell in motion right to left. That may just clear out the middle for Zach Gonzalez. That would have been the play, but a flag flies. And we're going to have a encroachment. Goes on the defense. So move it maybe a half yard. Keep it first down. First so defensive penalty. Clinton will reset it. They were going to hand it off to Zach Gonzalez. He was going to go there maybe on the left side, either between center Creed Brown and the guard or off the tackle.
Yeah, you might see the quarterback sneak now.
Get behind big number 51, Creed Brown. Dufresne goes low. He'll turn, give to Gonzalez. Zach into the end zone. Touchdown. Clinton 13, Huntsville 0. 11 minutes, 7 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Jackets drive 52 yards for the touchdown, aided by a personal foul penalty by Huntsville. And at the 11:07 mark of the second quarter, Jackets now lead 13-0. 1 yard run by Zach Hunt Gonzalez.
And you might hear the Clinton band. I don't know if you can pick that up from our speakers, but they're here tonight dressed in full uniform. We're looking at them behind the end zone. The snap, the hold, the kick, Derek Infante. And it's good. He's perfect. 2 for 2. Clinton 14, Huntsville 0. 11:07 in the second. When we return, you're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Hi, I'm Allison Tyner, an APRN at Conway Regional Clinton Medical Clinic. At Conway Regional Clinton Medical Clinic, our primary care providers are dedicated to comprehensive care while working alongside our specialty care providers such as cardiology, general surgery, orthopedics, and pain management. To make an appointment with me, call 501-745-4914 or visit conwayregional.org.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters, by Clinton Stockyard, The Pottery Shop, by Dr. Kyle Hensley and his staff, Main Street Floors, Susie Allen Salon, Johnny's Automotive, by TLC Bookkeeping, by Regions Bank, by Miller Sanitation, by Van Buren County Veterinary Clinic. These fine sponsors bring you tonight's game.
And we're back. Kickoff is in the air.
Fielded inside the 10-yard line. Eagles 15-20, middle of the field, 25 up to the 28-yard line. Huntsville will have it there for their second offensive possession of the night. They were turned the ball over on downs near midfield on their first attempt. Yellow Jacket defense held, and they'll bring him out. Briar Gradberry, middle linebacker, to set the defense, along with Cash Carpenter, Copen Ross, Zach Shaver, Eli Henson, Zach Hunt Gonzalez, Grayson Littell, Colton Warren, Joshua Fultz, Caleb McCarver, and Rylan Jones.
McCarver with a tackle on that kickoff return. McCarver led the Jackets with 8 tackles last week. Maybe the fastest player on the team.
2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, 1 back. Henderson in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, wants to pass. Middle of the field, crossing pattern. Oh, good hands by Caleb McCarver. Got him just in front of the intended receiver across the 40. Knocks the ball away. Incomplete. 2nd down.
And you saw that speed right there because he made up ground as the ball was in the air. That's the kind of a 2-level slant route. As one of those about 7 or 8 yard receiver, and then the other one, that one was probably 10 to 12 yards. And McCarver came in late, knocked it away.
In the shotgun, 4 receivers again. Drops back, a little bit of pressure by Cash Carpenter. Going to move to the left, going to throw it, and hit from behind at the 40. And Huntsville wanted a flag, a defensive pass interference, but the ball's incomplete and going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Eagles.
Warren coming back. Good job by the Yellow Jacket pass rush, and the linebackers stayed at home. As the quarterback thought about trying to run upfield, they stayed at home, forced him to throw a pass off balance. And then Colton Warren coming back to the receiver, gets there the same time the ball does, knocks it away, and Huntsville now facing 3rd down and 10.
Shotgun. 4 receivers again in the pattern. Going to wind up, throw it down the right sideline, almost a jump ball. It looks like a Yellow Jacket. Maybe Rylan Jones came down with it. Is he inbounds? I think he is, and I think that's going to go for an interception back at the Yellow Jacket 45-yard line.
It was just a dedicated go route. Henderson was just going to throw it to that spot. Rylan Jones saw it all the way. He was the receiver. The Huntsville player was the defender, and Rylan looked like a center fielder out there. Made a great catch. Jones sets the Yellow Jackets up at the 45-yard line, and that'll be Coach Jordan Benson, defensive coordinator. That'll be a payday for a turnover. Not money. Candy bar.
And Rylan Jones, offense and defense for the junior. Dufran, shotgun, 4 receivers, rolls to his right, pressure from behind, and tries to throw it low. His intended receiver, Sam Standridge, a little bit behind him on the grass. Couldn't pull that one in. Incomplete, 2nd down and 10.
You know, Huntsville's got a little pressure tonight on Brody. That time they've kind of flushed him out, forced him to throw off balance. Jackets have a size advantage up front, but Huntsville so far has been able to use some speed and get some pressure on the quarterback. Jackets going with that shotgun set this series.
Get a little chance to work on the passing game. And Dufran being chased, going to have to roll to his right, trying to buy some time. He's going to throw down the field, almost intercepted. Defender coming in for the Eagles. That was Jackson Ferguson. He can't hang on. It's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, Colton was open a lot earlier, but Brody was being flushed running to the near side. He had to throw across his body. If he got that one off a couple seconds sooner, Colton would have been wide open there. That gave the Huntsville defender a chance to come up and make a play, and Huntsville went 3 and out, and the Yellow Jackets now facing 3rd and 10.
At their own 45, wing tee, they give it to Gonzalez. Left side, he's going to lower it, and ball comes loose across the 50. And let's see if the Yellow Jackets were able to recover. Gonzalez was going down to the turf. Football came loose, and Yellow Jackets going to recover the football. For Clinton, is it Larry Swan? Did he come up with it? Eli Henson recovers the football. So the gain to the Huntsville 49-yard line will leave the Yellow Jackets facing a 4th and 4 on the drive.
Yeah, probably lost a yard or two. The fumble went backwards. Now the Jackets facing a 4th and almost 5.
Here we go. Wing tee set. Far hash. Visiting side. He's going to try to draw the Eagles offside. He did that twice on the opening drive. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Now Clinton will call a timeout. We'll talk about this one for a minute. Here, we'll keep it here.
I want to mention, want to wish a happy birthday to Miss Sandra Dufran down in West Monroe, Louisiana. Hope they're watching tonight. I'm sure they are. Happy birthday, Miss Sandra. And also Sarah Hutchins' birthday this week, the Do Everything gal over at Clinton High School. And she had a pretty busy couple of weeks with the chuck wagon races and then the Battle of Little Red. And, wow, what a record-breaking year for the Battle of Little Red. The Yellow Jacket faithful donated over 66,000 items, and the Yellow Jackets, as far as the raising money for Fight Like a Kid, Yellow Jackets raised almost 3 times their goal there. And so, but Sarah Hutchins, a big key part of that, had a birthday this week, her and Miss Sandra. So wishing them a happy birthday. Also mention Boji Hester. Boji told me today he's had to have a knee replacement. And hopefully he's watching tonight. He said he's doing a little bit of physical therapy and hopefully watching Yellow Jacket football tonight. So
out of the
well
timeout.
Quick, Boji, and get you back on the golf course.
4th and 4. Yellow Jackets line up to go for it. Dufran's under center. Snap the football. The give is to McCarver. Left side, picking his way, trying to find a hole. He's going to fight. He's going to fall across the 45-yard line. The sideline official in front of us gives him the 44.5. And needs that half yard if it's going to be a first down. They'll look to the sideline.
And once again, those Yellow Jacket running backs are fighting for every yard. He was stopped short. Rylan Jones was stopped short earlier, but they kept the drive alive with a tremendous effort.
And they pick up a Petit Jean Fiber first down. Huntsville 44. Hey, Maddie Cabana checked in. Hopefully she's getting to listen. She had her first college cross-country meet a couple of weeks ago and did well. We saw in that. Dufran under center. Give up. It's Littell up the middle. He'll be hit low. He'll fall forward just short of the first down up near the Huntsville 36. Also, speaking of cross country, I think Allison Wallace, she had a successful first meet in her college career at Ouachita Baptist. Saw that. Hey, Rita Barnes is watching. Hey, Mike, I saw Lillian Barnes, her daughter, school board member Tim Barnes' daughter. I saw her at the track on Monday night this week. She said, I'm going to run. I got a track meet tomorrow, a cross-country meet. I don't know if I should run the night before or not, but she went ahead and ran, and then she finished 4th in the cross-country meet. She's fantastic.
I don't think it hurt her any then.
That's Lillian Barnes. She's a soccer and cross-country runner. Looking to pass. Dufran. Now he's going to tuck up the middle. He's hit by a couple of Eagles. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage at the Huntsville 36-yard line. 3rd down and a yard or less than a yard. It's at the 35.
You know, Maddie's left town. She's at Oral Roberts in Tulsa. I'm not getting lapped on the track as much as I used to. I was used to hearing those footsteps coming up behind me in the dark.
Third down, I think less than a yard. But Dufran's in the shotgun, and he'll take the snap at the 40. Whistles blow. I think a flag's going to fly. There's a big rush up the middle.
Jackets moved.
Maybe they let number 5, Marcus Shepard, go through there, knowing there was a penalty, but he was about to lay hands on Brody Dufran. 3rd and less than a yard is going to become 3rd and almost 6. So maybe 2 plays to pick up the first down if they don't get it here. The Huntsville 40. 7:41 in the second quarter. Clinton 14, Huntsville 0.
Jackets have not been quite as crisp, although the Yellow Jackets had a lot of penalties in the first half last week after a big high in that, getting up for that Heber game.
Under center, give us to Jones. The left side turns it up inside, and he'll get hands on him. Low, he'll get forward. Looks like the Huntsville 37. Pick up maybe not quite 3. Going to bring up 4th and almost 3. Looks like Clinton's going to go for it at the Huntsville 37-yard line.
Actually, the 3rd or 4th down situation for Clinton tonight. They've been perfect so far. Can they keep it going here? When they've needed yardage, they've gone to the ground.
Is that Littell and Jones in the backfield? It's Littell with the handoff. Left side off tackle. He's going to get the line of scrimmage and not much more. And it looks like the Eagles have held. The ball's going to go over on downs as Huntsville gets the stop against the Yellow Jacket offense for the first time tonight. And Huntsville's going to take over. Look to be at their own 37-yard line. There's a flag long after the play as they're trying to pull players up, unravel the pile. should be a dead ball penalty long after that play was whistled dead. And I'm not sure who it went on. It looked like there were more Eagles still on the ground than there were Yellow Jackets, but somebody did something down there on the ground.
Would be surprised you maybe saw offsetting penalties here.
And
nope, they're going to call it on Clinton.
And the personal foul, 15 yards against the Yellow Jackets. Will move it up to the Clinton, about the 49-yard line of the Yellow Jackets. Huntsville will have it there with 6:55 here to go in the second quarter.
Well, it'll be the second time Huntsville's been in Clinton territory tonight. The Yellow Jackets stopped them at midfield on their first series of the game. This is the third possession of the game for Huntsville. Got to give Huntsville, they're pretty scrappy. They're smaller than the Yellow Jackets, but they have been scrappy tonight. Their first home game of the year, so they're fired up to play.
Henderson, the shotgun, throws across the middle of the field. And does he hang on? Flag, on the play, away from the tackle. I think the catch was made.
Nice catch by the receiver. Yellow Jackets had two defenders on him. I think this one's coming back.
So penalties kind of hurting both teams tonight. Not so much on the scoreboard for the Yellow Jackets, leading by 14, but penalties playing a role in this one. I think we noticed last week, Clinton uncharacteristically had some offensive penalties, maybe some procedures, false starts. I think somebody got a chance to talk to Brody this week, talk to him about that, and said maybe they were changing up the cadence. I think I was talking, maybe that was Kenny White I was talking to, said Brody had said something, they were changing up the cadence, and it was kind of throwing things, his own team got thrown off a little bit on things.
We had unusual procedure penalties in that first half against Heber.
So 1st and 20, shotgun, quickly, left side, behind the line of scrimmage, caught, 35, couple Yellow Jacks coming up, can't get it, it'll take a third to make the open field tackle. Briar Gadberry at the Huntsville 42.5-yard line.
And Colton Warren came up, and the ball carrier is going to come limping off the field.
So
it's like Huntsville's pretty much abandoned the run. They tried to run those first couple of series. Now we're all pretty much majority passing now. The Jackets kind of inching up toward the line of scrimmage.
They only picked up a yard on that because the catch was made behind the line of scrimmage. So it looked like he ran a long way, but it took him that long to get to the line of scrimmage and run in parallel. And big Copen Ross on the defensive tackle, he's in front of the ball carrier and not going to get much on that one. Maybe a yard at best. 3rd and 18, maybe still 19. Joshua Fultz comes up.
Well, Joshua's had 2 games, 2 huge plays, an interception return for 90 yards against Harmony Grove. And the big fumble recovery last week against Heber Springs. Caden Clemens into the game for the Yellow Jackets, number 5 at outside linebacker.
Shotgun snap, put it in the belly, 45 up to the 50, maybe the 49. So a good running play. They're going to pick up 9, almost 10. Still going to leave the Eagles a long way to go. Going to be facing 4th and 10 at the Yellow Jacket 49-yard line.
Clemens,
a
junior?
and Henson got in on that tackle. So look for Huntsville to go for it here. The
also
Yellow Jacket
Hayden
49.
Jones, sophomore, also at linebacker.
Hayden came in last week. Zach Gonzalez, I think, was cramping up, had to go out. Jones had some playing time in that win over Heber Springs. 4 seconds on the play clock. Then have to snap it unless they call a timeout. They're going to call a timeout.
Jackets give them a different look there. They were only come with 3 rushers, 3 linebackers, and 5 defensive backs.
So a timeout with 4:35 to go in the second quarter. Clinton leading 14-0 over Huntsville.
I want to mention our thoughts and prayers go out to Highland High School tonight. They had a student that was killed in an accident this morning. All the events at Highland High School were canceled tonight. I think Riverview was supposed to be there, and I want to send our thoughts out. A tough time up at Highland today and for days to come. So I want to mention Highland High School. We've been there several times over the years. The Yellow Jackets have played football and basketball there over the years. And I mentioned Mr. Hawk, and the band is here tonight. They're in full uniform. They sound great. Mr. Hawk is is taking the Yellow Jacket band, and they work hard every day. So I mentioned Mr. Hawk and his bus driver, Coach Post.
Yeah, we got to. He's our stat man tonight. I think he's up on the roof. They got a 2-story press box here, and then they've got a fully furnished roof there with some fencing around, chairs to sit up. So it's really nice up there. The weather's great. So they got our video crew, the team crew up there along with Matthew Post. We'll pull him in at halftime, maybe after the game, talk some stats. Here we go, 4th and 10, shotgun. 4 receivers in the pattern, looking to pass, a little bit of time. Roll to the right, going to throw it down the field. Almost intercepted. I don't know if that came off Sam standards or not, but it's incomplete. And for the second time tonight, the ball is going to go over on downs to the Yellow Jackets. They'll have it at their own 49.
Yeah, if Sam could have caught that one, that would have been a pick six. He would have took that one all the way. But the Yellow Jackets get the football in great field position at the 49, and with 4:28 to go, the Yellow Jackets need to put their head down and score this time.
And we got a good look at this one in front of us. Junior Dufresne Anderson, double handoff in the backfield. McNabb, and they're going to take it away from McNabb. 30, 20, Huntsville to the 10. Touchdown, Eagles. I believe they took that out of the hands of Harold McNabb, and Huntsville with the defensive touchdown. Yellow Jackets 14, the Eagles 6, 4:17 in the second quarter.
Yeah, Jonathan Henderson, the senior, just took it right out of his hands, raced 49 yards for a touchdown, and we got a ball game now.
Well, you don't see that often. And that'll put a little pep into this Huntsville crowd just below our broadcast position. They got a good turnout tonight. This is their first home game. And a lot of folks here for Huntsville. And let's see. A little bit of unusual set if you're watching on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel. I don't know if they call that the swinging gate. Do they? You got a center, a lineman, a holder, maybe a kicker or a quarterback. And then they've got the remainder of his team. Unless they're going to snap it. They're going to go for 2. They're going to pitch to the right side, trying to get a block into the end zone. And the 2-point conversion is successful. I don't know if we've seen that in a long time. But Huntsville, 2 more points on the board. It's Clinton 14, the Eagles 8, 4:17 in the second. When we return, you're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes, the River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River Company. The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket Sports. When you need an attorney, call the Blagg Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Now located in the shopping center at 244 Highway 65 South or on the web at blagglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports.
Kickoff by the Eagles, going to be fielded in the air at the 34. As McCarver, he's the speedster, the 40, the 45, he gets to the corner, the 50, the 40, knocked out of bounds at the Eagle 40, the junior Caleb McCarver. I guess if you want to up back to get the football, maybe you want it in his hands. He's got the speed, and he's going to get across midfield and give his offense good position here with 4 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
And, there's a line drive kick, and you catch in the air, the kick returner's got a great advantage. You let it hit the ground, you got to wait for it, allows the defense to get down on top of you. He caught that one, a line drive in the air. He was at a running start. As you said, one of our fastest players. He gets the ball down inside the 40 at the 39. The Yellow Jackets need to go to work here.
Need to get a score here before the half comes to an end. Gonzalez, left side. Zach Gonzalez lowers his shoulder. He's across the 25, maybe the 24. It's a pickup of about 16, maybe on the carry. It's a Petit Jean Fiber first down. I don't know if Huntsville's got an answer for Zach Hunt Gonzalez tonight.
I think the Yellow Jackets may just go back to their knitting, which is running the football.
And this time it's the handoff Jones, left to right. Get to the end, turn it up, driven backwards, but not before he gets to the 19, maybe the 18 at best on the carry. It's going to pick up about 6 and bring up second down and 4 for the Yellow Jackets.
Definitely game tackling by Huntsville. Not as big. They're trying to make up for it with speed. Now Jones out in the slot.
Gonzalez alone in the backfield. Littell's in the slot on the right side. He takes the handoff. Brayson Littell to the right, left. And he'll kind of go up high, try to hurdle or get by a defender. He'll go to the turf, short of the first down. 3rd and 2 for the Yellow Jackets. And the line's going to get on the ball. And there's going to be a timeout by Huntsville. A timeout, 3:09 in the second quarter. Quick break. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Jolie Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Jolie's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Jolie Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
Timeout, 3rd and 2, handoff Gonzalez. Petty Jean Fiber, first down as Gonzalez going to get it across the 15, up near the 11-yard line. First down for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, running behind that strong side over there with the extra tight end and wing back, and Alec Huey on that left side.
Back on the ball, going to snap it quick. Jones gets it right, left, turns it inside, and he'll pick up maybe 2 or 3 yards. Kind of hard to tell from our angle where that one is. Looks like it's going to be up a pickup of at least 3. We'll call it 2nd down and 8. And the line back up on the ball. Creed Brown going to get them centered. Dufresne goes low, under center, takes the snap, whistles blow, and
offside. Huntsville couldn't get a player off the field.
So too many men on the field.
He was slow getting off the field. Not sure if he was shaken up.
So that's the 3rd time tonight we've seen that on the Huntsville defense. They had back-to-back offsides or encroachment penalties on the first drive, which gave the Yellow Jackets 4th and 9, gave Clinton a first down. Now they pick up one there on their end of the field. That's going to move it inside the 10-yard line. Clinton's got 2nd down. They're at the 7, so they need to pick up about 3 to pick up the first if they don't score. It's at the 5, excuse me. Dufresne under center, turn, give out of the slot. Littell, he's met in the backfield. He may have lost a yard. I think the ball came loose, but I think I heard the whistle, and that's the call. Play was blown dead before the ball came loose from Brayson Littell. It's no gain or lost a yard. Going to bring it 3rd down for Clinton. And the line.
We saw it earlier, but also see it now. If you're watching on TV, that gang tackling, one of them's also, trying to pull the football out at the same time.
And they'll snap the football. Gonzalez left side. Zach, he's going to bull his way towards the goal line. I got the sideline official coming in with a touchdown. I hear whistles. Is that a flag on the field? And we'll see. I'm not sure about this one. Everything stopped here for a moment.
Never saw a flag. I saw a white towel.
And maybe, is that the call?
Here comes the kicker. It's a touchdown.
You're going to give him a touchdown. Hey, Clinton 20, Huntsville 8. A minute 56 remaining in the second quarter. Derek Infante on for the extra point attempt. Sideline warning. I think. Is that against Clinton? Huntsville. And Infante for the kick. Dufresne with the hold. And the kick is up. And it's good. Clinton 21, Huntsville 8. Minute 56, second quarter when we return. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. FL Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. FL Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call: Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call. 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Fonte for the kick. I'm not sure if that was the onside or just bounce off the turf. That may have been intended as an onside. It's going to go out of bounds across the 50, and that'll give Huntsville the option to take the ball where it went out of bounds, and I think that's what they'll do there, and they'll have it at their own 47-yard line to start this drive with 1:56 remaining in the second quarter. They've used all of their timeouts in the first half, so no time. They don't have an offensive touchdown tonight. They've got a defensive touchdown, trailing 21-8. 1:56 to go here before the halftime break.
66 degrees here in the hills, but I believe looking at Clinton, it was 66 back home, so cool, pleasant evening here in the Ozarks.
It is nice.
Checkers need to stop here because Huntsville's going to get the football to start the second half.
Looking at down the line of scrimmage from broadcast position, shotgun snap, put it in the belly, met behind the line of scrimmage, and going to get away from a tackle for loss and up to the 50. Going to be a gain of 2 for the Eagles. Clock will run. And we saw them start the game with a lot of running plays. Maybe even though some weren't successful, maybe just kind of seeing what they could do and how they would tailor their offense for the rest of the game. We saw them throw a lot of passes. They'll start this one with a run. Clock's running, and certainly they probably don't want to give the ball back to the Yellow Jackets with much time. Maybe they don't want to come out and throw 3 quick passes unsuccessfully and give it back to Clinton with enough time to score. So we're down to 1:25. Shotgun snap, put it in the belly, middle of the field, forward to the Yellow Jacket 46. Short of the first down. Game clock continues to run at 1:05. Going to be 3rd and 4 for Huntsville.
Probably see if they can get a first down here and then maybe try to throw the football, but clock is running inside of a minute now.
Brayson Littell with the tackle.
They don't seem to be in too big a hurry. Snap clock down to 15.
And Henderson will
Snap clock
stay
at
in the
5.
shotgun. Call for the football, gets the snap, looks to his left, fakes, going to throw it down the field, trying to go one-on-one, and can't hang on. They were battling for it with Colton Warren there. A lot of contact. Both players had their hands on the football or their bodies on the football, but it falls incomplete.
Really a nice play by Colton Warren. We talked about him. He's a cover corner that doesn't need help, and he was in the receiver's grill all the way down the sideline. Great defensive play. He was between the receiver and the ball, and now it's 4th down. And with 22 seconds left, see what Huntsville wants to do.
Their last chance to score in the half. If they don't pick up a first down, they're going to throw it on the left side. Incomplete behind the receiver.
Yep, the Jackets going to get it at midfield. You got to pass down to around the 25-yard line. You might see Derek Infante go out there and kick a long one.
19 seconds. Clinton has 1 timeout. So I think you said you might have a chance here for you could get 3 plays in, maybe 4 if you were fast, depending on what happens. Clock will stop if there's a first down, a player goes out of bounds, or if Clinton utilizes that 1 timeout. They lead 21-8 here in the final seconds of the second quarter. Let's see, Brody Dufresne's going to be in the shotgun. Looks like an empty backfield. Gonzalez to the right. McCarver, Liam Hudson on the right side as well. 1 receiver on the left. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw it screen. McCarver catches. He's in the middle. He's going to weave his way forward, get a push across to the 38. That'll stop the clock with the first down to move the chains. 13 seconds. Clinton at the Huntsville 39. Will they snap it? Now they'll start the game clock. They're going to lose some seconds.
We got a timeout.
And they can't get players set in time, and they're going to call a timeout down to 6 seconds. And just couldn't get the line set, get everybody in position once that clock started with 13 seconds to go, down to 6. So I don't know here if you have a chance for just one play or if you could get 2 in the final 6 seconds.
Yeah, probably one play, but maybe if you had like a quick out, pick up maybe 5 yards, and then try the long field goal. Jackets got a break. The clock keeper, I'm not sure that play started at 19 seconds. McCarver catches it, runs to the 39. It's sitting on 13 seconds. But the Yellow Jackets let 7 seconds run off the clock.
So maybe if you throw the balls not on the right hash, but closer to the home side, the right side than the left, I don't know if you could throw some type of sideline route, make a catch, get a first down, or no, you can't. If you get a first down if the clock starts, you're not going to have time to get your kicking team out. You got to get out of bounds.
It's got to be probably a 5-yard out, something like that.
What'd you say before the ball game? Infante kicked was it a 40-yard field goal?
Yeah, in the warm-ups. No wind to speak of now, but
it's Eli Henson, the tall receiver for the Yellow Jackets on the right side, along with Littell. DeFran's in the shotgun, 2 receivers on the left side, takes the snap, looks to pass, going to throw it, middle of the field, caught, 25, clock expires, and McCarver, and that's going to be the final play of the first half. Caleb McCarver with the catch up to the 24, 15 yards on the throw and catch. But that will do it. And the Yellow Jackets will lead the Huntsville Eagles 21-8 here after the first half of play from Huntsville. The teams are going to go to the locker room, talk it over. I look for both bands to perform. I don't know if we'll get that on the live stream or not, the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel. You stay with us on that. And we'll take a short break here on the audio. We'll come back and talk to you a little bit as well for the halftime festivities. Glad you could be with us tonight. I'm Jeff Hall. It's my colleague, Aaron Duhan, Kelsey Robertson, our studio engineer, Sid King. It's all set up. We're live over the air at 92.1 FM, on the internet at www.khpq.com, live streaming on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel, the broadcast tonight. Quick break. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes, the River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price, whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive. The team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River Company. Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Head, an orthopedic surgeon. Conway Regional is expanding access to care at their Clinton Medical Clinic. Conway Regional Clinton Medical Clinic is accepting new patients for orthopedic evaluations, post and pre-op appointments, and in-office procedures. Conway Regional is committed to bringing care to you when and where you need it most. To make an appointment at Clinton Medical Clinic, call 501-745-4914 or visit conwayregional.org.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes, the River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price, whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive. The team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River Company.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Allison Tyner, an APRN at Conway Regional Clinton Medical Clinic. At Conway Regional Clinton Medical Clinic, our primary care providers are dedicated to comprehensive care while working alongside our specialty care providers such as cardiology, general surgery, orthopedics, and pain management. To make an appointment with me, call 501-745-4914 or visit conwayregional.org.
First Security has been putting our home state first since 1932, helping fellow Arkansans and their families buy homes, grow businesses, and build futures. Today, First Security is still committed to helping you bank better, providing local solutions and local support in the places we love too. It's community banking with people you know and people you know you can count on. First Security. Bank better. fsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Halftime here from Huntsville. The Clinton Yellow Jackets leading the Huntsville Eagles 21-8 in this non-conference matchup. The final non-conference game of the season for Clinton. They've won their first two, defeating Benton Harmony Grove in the opening week, and last week winning the big rivalry game, the Battle of Little Red, over the Heber Springs Panthers. So Clinton perfect on the season, looking up to keep it that way tonight in Huntsville before taking next week off. In the old days, you didn't have a bye week. You didn't have an off week. You played 10 straight weeks and then hopefully made the playoffs. Now in Arkansas high school football, you do have an off week at some point during the season. It's different for the various teams, but Clinton's will be next week, and then they'll return to take on Lamar in their first conference matchup 2 weeks from tonight. Bringing Coach Matthew Post. He's with us tonight. We missed him last week. He had his, we were talking. He's the game he's going to miss. He takes a big road trip. He and his dad, some other folks, maybe go to an out-of-state location, following the Arkansas Razorbacks. Last week they were in Stillwater, Oklahoma. I'll ask him about that maybe before we get him off the air. But let's bring him in to talk a little bit about this first half and some numbers from tonight.
Yeah, overall it was a pretty good first half. Our defense looked really good tonight. They gave up a total of 39 yards in the first half. So they were really stout tonight. The offense looks good. We have 27 rushes for 135 yards. And we've completed 4 out of 7 passes for 61 yards. Outside the 3 fumbles we've had, the offense has moved the ball well tonight.
It was one of those fumbles that was resulting in the Huntsville score. I think a scoop-in score. I thought, no, that was a steal-in score. I think they took it out of the arms of Harold McNabb and returned it about 48 yards or so. Matter of fact, I guess that defensive, that's more yards than their offensive had tonight on that fumble return. It'll go down as for Huntsville's only score tonight.
Yeah, Huntsville's defense is by far their best offense tonight. As far as our offense tonight, Zach Hunt Gonzalez has had a good night with 8 rushes, 65 yards, 2 touchdowns.
I think Zach may just be too big and strong for Huntsville, and at times you think maybe Clinton they might have their way with their running game against Huntsville. I noticed early tonight it seems like we had a lot of ball carries. Probably at least 6 maybe have carried the ball so far tonight. Had some new players in the rotation early tonight. Maybe head coach Chris Dufresne wanting to get some guys in, get them some playing time, and kind of see how things go. Maybe threw more passes in the first half tonight than we have in the first 3 games. What did you say, 7 passes attempted tonight? So trying to do some different things, but maybe you think about maybe if it gets close, stays close, maybe that running game can take advantage and maybe just a little bit more strength and size on the line along with those big backs that maybe Clinton would have the better of that if needed tonight.
Yeah, and you got to think we're trying to show maybe some different stuff on film going to a bye week with Lamar off of that. We know that Lamar is a big conference game, to fight that 1, 2, 3 spot more than likely. So the more you can show on film, the more they've got it prepared for. And they have Heber Springs next week before they play us. Ryland Jones, they must have watched that film from last week because every time he gets the ball, he's balled up. But he's got 8 rushes for 37 yards. And all 37 of those yards, he's been fighting through contact and fighting for those yards. Littell's got 7 carries for 18 yards and a touchdown.
This may be Littell's most carries in a game thus far this season. Coming out of that slot back position, the senior for the Yellow Jackets. We talk about, now, Rayson Littell, he may not always carry the ball, but he's always blocking. And I think we talked about earlier in the season, I think he's one of those guys that really likes the contact, maybe whether it's on the defensive side or the offensive side. So he's a guy that even when he's not got the ball in his hands, he's blocking and making some holes for his teammates.
Yeah, he does all the dirty work out there, and you can tell he just loves to play the game. He's got a fire, a passion for the game, and plays really hard. McCarver's got 2 catches for 31 yards, and Sam Sandridge had that nice catch on that fade route for 29 yards. We talk about the end of the half. McCarver looked really good running those routes, ran good routes, has good hands. I bet he gets more involved in the passing game as the season goes.
Yeah, the speedster for the Yellow Jackets, Caleb McCarver, had that final catch to end the half there, and just wasn't going to get down in time to for the Yellow Jackets to stop the clock there and have a chance for a second play. But with that second catch, and for this 21-8 lead, no punts in the ball game for the Yellow Jackets thus far. They've gone for it, been successful on 4th down. A couple of those by penalties. I don't know. You're watching from the roof tonight. We're down here. Clinton does a good job at times. The quarterback, we've seen it through the years. Brody Dufresne, his older brother Fielder Dufresne, who was a quarterback for 3 years, and some of the other Yellow Jacket quarterbacks, they're able to come in, kind of change up their cadence there, their snap count on a 4th down and draw a defense off sign. We see that through the years, but you don't often see it 2 plays in a row. Clinton had 4th and 9. They draw the Eagles off sides, make it 4th and 4. They line up. They do it again. They draw the Eagles off sides, get 5 more yards, and pick up a 1st down back to back.
It's this Huntsville team. They remind me a lot of the Razorbacks. They kind of struggled some the last few years, but they're playing really well tonight. And then, like I said, they have those 2 back-to-back offsides when they're about to get the ball back. And then on the goal line down here, they get a big sack. It's about to be 4th and long, and then they push Brody Dufresne when they get up and step over him and get unsportsmanlike. So they've made good plays tonight, but they've just put themselves in bad spots after they've made good plays. I've got to give some love to Derek Infante, 3 for 3 on extra points tonight. And then defensively, Copeland Ross has had a really big half. He's got 3 tackles, and he's made a lot of really big plays up the middle tonight.
I think he got the start tonight at a defensive tackle position, and he's a big guy. Copeland Ross, what, number 75?
Number 75.
If you're watching on the KHPU Sports YouTube channel.
And Briar Gadberry and Brayson Littell both had 3 tackles tonight as well. Like I said, the defense looked really good tonight. They've wrapped up. They've tackled well, and Huntsville only had 37 total yards in the first half, so that's always good when you see that.
Yeah. Well, Coach, before I let you go, I could ask you about the Arkansas trip, but I also want to ask you about, because I've seen the post and I've seen a little bit about what's going on about your head coach of the cross-country team. And I saw you had a meet this week over at Sacred Heart Morrilton that was very successful for all of the squads, though junior high and junior high girls and boys, as well as the senior high girls and boys. And so coming off last year's successful season, the last two, I guess, with Maddie Cabana, Allison Wallace, their teammates running so well cross country, it looks like you're off to another good start this year.
Oh, we've got an amazing group of kids. I can't even name them all. We got too many that are out there and too many that are doing awesome things. But we've got really good teams. Our junior high and senior high girls both won last week. I think Elijah Parkinson won the junior high boys meet. But he played football last night. He ran Tuesday night. He's in the band tonight. So he's doing it all right now. But all of our kids are doing amazing. Brooklyn Collins won the senior high. We had 4 or 5 or 6 of the top 10 in the junior high girls. I can't even name off all of them. Then Jacob Wildman got top 5 also. So just, check out the Facebook page. We list them after every meet, what they all do. And just really, really proud of them. And they've worked hard all summer, practicing 2 or 3 times a week. And they run on their own a lot. So they're dedicated, and it's starting to pay off for them all. And I couldn't be more excited for them.
That's neat. With the success that cross country and track have now had for several years, certainly on the track side, and then cross country and what Maddie was able to do and her teammates. Again, the numbers are great. Kids are running. They're successful, and that's neat to see all they're achieving in cross country.
Cross country teaches you a lot because I love some basketball. I love football and all that, but it's probably the toughest sport I've been around because it's when you get in trouble in other sports, you run, and that's what you do in this sport the whole time, and you got to be tough, and it's a fun sport to watch our kids excel in. Also have to talk about Maddie and Allison Wallace at OBU and Maddie or Roberts. Both had their first college cross-country meets. Maddie placed in the top 15 versus schools like Kansas and Kansas State. Then Allison was top 35 in the meet they hosted at Ouachita. So they're both doing a really awesome job. But we knew they were going to do that, so that's nothing we didn't know.
Yeah. And speaking of them, and their teammates, I saw that post this week from War Memorial Park there and the cross country that they have there, the all-time record and how many Yellow Jackets were in that list of how many top times at War Memorial Park.
So that's one of the biggest meets in the state, that course there, and we had like 9 or 10 Yellow Jackets in the top 250 all-time best times there. But Maddie was the number 1 best time for that course. Which is saying something because teams like from Rogers, Northwest Arkansas, they come down and run it. Teams from South Louisiana or North Louisiana come up and run. So there's a lot of teams that come to that meet every year, and for Maddie to have the best time ever, that's pretty impressive.
Pretty cool. And where can folks, if they're on Facebook or something, I think we mentioned it last week. Different sports have their own Facebook pages now. There's a Clinton High School page. Who do they need to follow to keep up with some of this stuff we're talking about?
So you can follow, it's called Clinton Yellow Jacket Cross Country for all the cross country info. We post about meets, how we do it meets. You got both basketball pages. There's a tennis page. There's a baseball. There's a softball. So I think about every sport on campus has their own page you can follow, and a lot of good stuff going on. They do get our kids. They do good stuff in the community, and so good pages to follow.
And maybe Facebook or YouTube. I think to coincide with last week's Battle of the Little Red, the rivalry game with Heber Springs, I think the world premiere of the Lady Yellow Jacket basketball team video premiered last Friday with the game. Folks may find that as well.
Yeah, you've got to go see that. It's called I'll Walk the Nine, and every year we make a music video for the Little Red, and it might have been our best one yet. Probably our best singing, and we had to call the Duhan back in from college to help us make it, and it's a pretty good deal. We're better at basketball than we are singing, but it's a pretty good little video.
You have a lot of fun, you girls do, and your teams and the folks that you work with there around the school. So we'll keep up with that and have a lot of fun. And glad to have you back this week for the ball game. And I think you're driving the band bus tonight.
Yep, driving the band bus. So
band's done really well. We can hear them really good from our broadcast position tonight. I don't know if our YouTube stream was on them tonight while they were performing at the field. But glad you could be bringing them along.
Yeah, and we've got to give Mr. Hawk credit. He's done an unbelievable job with the band this year. They look good. They sound good. Just really happy to see what he's done with the band. I can't wait to see what he continues to do with them. I put in like my 7 requests for basketball season, the songs I like. So I'm a big band guy, but know nothing about the band.
Well, that's Coach Matthew Post. Yellow Jackets are returning from the locker room. And maybe 3 minutes or so before we resume playing the second half. Let's take a break. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters, by Clinton Stockyard, The Pottery Shop, by Dr. Kyle Hensley and his staff, Main Street Floors, Susie Allen Salon, Johnny's Automotive, by TLC Bookkeeping, by Regions Bank, by Miller Sanitation, by Van Buren County Veterinary Clinic. These fine sponsors bring you tonight's game.
Visiting with Clay Maxey, your hometown Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer. Here's something we don't hear anymore. Prices are dropping at Clay Maxey.
We've just decided with inflation and the way prices are going up on everybody, we wanted to take a real hard look and see how we could help the community by lowering some of our prices. Across the board, we've done everything that we could do to lower prices on our services, our cost of labor, our used inventory. We've got to do it in order to be responsive to our community and our customers.
See the change at ClayMaxeyCDJR.com.
First Security has been putting our home state first since 1932, helping fellow Arkansans and their families buy homes, grow businesses, and build futures. Today, First Security is still committed to helping you bank better, providing local solutions and local support in the places we love too. It's community banking with people you know and people you know you can count on. First Security. Bank better. FSBank.com. Member FDIC.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call: Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in north central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call. 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Visiting with Clay Maxey, your hometown Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer. Here's something we don't hear anymore. Prices are dropping at Clay Maxey.
We've just decided with inflation and the way prices are going up on everybody, we wanted to take a real hard look and see how we could help the community by lowering some of our prices. Across the board, we've done everything that we could do to lower prices on our services, our cost of labor, our used inventory. We've got to do it in order to be responsive to our community and our customers.
See the change at ClayMaxeyCDJR.com.
At First Security, we've been investing in our home state since 1932, growing deep roots and even deeper relationships. We're part of Arkansas. It's part of us. Today, First Security puts all of that history and stability to good use for you, pouring our resources into the people and places we love best. Arkansas communities, Arkansas families, and Arkansas futures. First Security. Bank better. FSBank.com. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Jamie from North Ark. Here at North Arkansas College, we are super proud of our facilities and programs, and we feel like we have all the labs, equipment, and personnel in place to help make you as successful as possible while earning an education and working towards a new career. You would be amazed at the resources that are here. If you're low income, a parent, or if you're just looking for a new career and a new role in life, come see us. Schedule a tour of either of our campuses today by visiting northark.edu/tour or by calling our recruitment office at 870-391-3102. And remember, here at NAC, we believe in you.
Hi, I'm Allison Tyner, an APRN at Conway Regional Clinton Medical Clinic. At Conway Regional Clinton Medical Clinic, our primary care providers are dedicated to comprehensive care while working alongside our specialty care providers such as cardiology, general surgery, orthopedics, and pain management. To make an appointment with me, call 501-745-4914 or visit conwayregional.org.
Well, we're back here for the second half. Huntsville had the ball first. Jackets leading 21-8 here as we start the third quarter of play. Jackets scored on their opening possession of the game. A couple of offside penalties kept a drive alive for Clinton. Rachel Littell would score from 3 yards out at the 8:54 mark. Jackets would score once again on a Zach Gonzalez 1-yard touchdown run after another penalty by Huntsville. Jackets led 14-0. A turnover by Clinton returned for a touchdown, made it 14-8, and then with 1:56 to go, Yellow Jackets scored on a Zach Gonzalez touchdown, and they lead 21-8 here as we start the third period of play.
The Clinton will be kicking off left to right in front of us here on the home side. Hope you're watching the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel for the live stream tonight. Aaron Duhan is here, our video engineer. Kelsey Robertson, our studio engineer. I'm Jeff Hall. It's Mike Holly. Fielded about the 15, and good tackle. Yellow Jackets going to bring the ball, return man down inside the 25 for Huntsville Hill to start the second half. Certainly glad you could be with us here on 92.1 FM all over North Central Arkansas on the internet and live streaming on YouTube.
Good high kick by Derek Infante. Good hang time on that thing. Now the Yellow Jackets get down the field, and Huntsville will start at their 24.
It's Clinton defense. Copen Ross, we talked about him. Coach Matthew Post did. Zach Shaver, they got the start tonight. Your two defensive tackles, Cash Carpenter, Eli Henson. Your defensive ends, shotgun snap, looking to pass. 4 receivers in the pattern. Going to roll to right, pressure from behind. Going to get tossed across the middle field, across the body, incomplete at the 40-yard line. Going to bring up second down and 10 to go for the Eagles.
Yeah, new quarterback in now for Huntsville, big kid. Marcus Shepard, a senior, a 6'3", 215-pound quarterback, also plays defensive end. He was injured for most of all of 2023, and he's a little bit bigger young man than we saw in Brett Henderson, who started there.
In the shotgun. A couple receivers on the left, one on the right. Inside handoff, nowhere to go. Met behind the line of scrimmage. Cash Carpenter going to lead the way for the Yellow Jackets. Flag on the play. Comes in from the sideline official on the Yellow Jacket side, the visiting side. We've seen both teams with offensive penalties tonight in the first half, and this one's going to go against the Eagles. I think they're going to back them up 5. Second down and 10 will become second down and 15.
Unless the Yellow Jackets want to decline this, and they will. It'll make it third down and 10.
Well, is that another
block below the waist
again?
Second time tonight for Huntsville. Down marker still says 2, but it is third down. This is a big early play. Jackets lead 21-8, but you really like to choke out any type of momentum for Huntsville here early in the third quarter.
And the officials will blow the play dead at the snap of the football. I don't know, are they just trying to straighten out?
It wasn't set. The down marker got turned from 2 to 3 late.
Not a penalty.
And now they're going to restart it.
And they'll put 3 receivers on the left side, 1 on the right. Defenders, your Colton Warren, Joshua Fultz, Bryson Littell, Joshua Fultz. They'll all sneak over. And they want to throw it quick, but they'll bounce it off the turf, kind of a one-hopper. It'll be incomplete. They wanted to get that pass with a couple of blockers on those 3 receivers, but that'll bring up 4th and 10, and Huntsville is at their own, where are they at, the 24-yard line.
Yeah, bubble screen to this side, but he one-hopped the pass to the receiver. And is Huntsville thinking about going for it here on 4th and 10? They went for it a couple times in the first half, but got to think they're going to kick it here, and Colton Warren heads back for the Yellow Jackets. And
junior return man.
Really good job by the Yellow Jacket defense to come out here early, try to take any momentum away from Huntsville.
It looks like they will set up the punt back at the 14, the 15. The kick is up. It's in the air. It's a good kick. Deep down the middle field. It's going to go over the head of Colton Warren. He'll go back, get it off the turf to the 30, the 35, and flag on the play as Colton Warren goes down to the 37, and the Huntsville folks are livid that this is going to be
I'm not sure if that's a block in the back. They're going to call it a block in the back. Looked like he had his head in front of the defender. The official 15 yards or less away from the ball did not throw a flag. The official on the Clinton sideline, who had to be close to 40 yards away from the play, threw a flag.
And they're going to pick it off. You called it, Mike Holly. They're going to wait. And, well, now the other side, are they going to get, is that just a sideline warning?
Yep. Yeah, from our angle, it looked like our blocker got his head in front of the defender. Because the official with a clear view of the play and closest to it did not throw a flag.
So Clinton's first offensive possession of the second half, leading 21-8. They're at their own, what is that, the 38-yard line, I believe. Shotgun formation for junior Broder Dufran. Shift left to right with Latel and Henson. And defense line going to shift. Dufran takes the high snap. He's going to run left tackle. Ooh. Big hit, but Dufran will move the football to the 48-yard line, pickup of about 10. We'll see if it's good for a Petit Jean Fiber first down. Was that a design run, or was it a high snap that Dufran pulled down and then had to run?
I'm guessing that was a botched play.
I think so.
That's what I'm guessing. The snap was high, and there was no running back there. Brody took off. Brody took a pretty good lick, but he bounced right back up.
And he gets the Petit Jean Fiber first down. Now at his own 48. Now wing T set. Inside handoff Gonzalez. And good tackle. They'll get down Zach Lowe. And he'll fall forward to the 50. A pickup of 2. Bring up second down and 8. And he's going to slow to get up. Caden Evans, I think the would-be tackler. That may be the only way you can get Zach and Gonzalez down is you hit him low. If not, he's going to lower his shoulder.
McCarver back in. McCarver had some good runs in the first half.
Second down and 8. Ball in the middle of the field. It's at the 50. The pitch is to McCarver coming out of the slot. Right, left. Kind of steps over one into 2 or 3 tacklers. At the 48, short gain, pickup of 2 or 3. It's going to be third down and about 6 for the Yellow Jackets at the Huntsville 48-yard line.
That's a play the Yellow Jackets have used with Rylan Jones, that time with Caleb McCarver. Trying to run about that strong left side over there.
And you kind of feel like this is 4-down territory. Ball's near midfield, but Clinton's had success on 4th down tonight. They've not punted, and I think
you need something positive here.
Turn, give. And maybe left side off tackle up to the 45, maybe the 44, short of the first down. Going to bring up 4th and a long 2 for the Yellow Jackets at the Huntsville 45. Looks like they're going to go for it.
Now another big play here. Huntsville gets a stop here. They come back to life again. Yellow Jackets get a first down here.
And their other 4th down opportunities tonight, I think they've pretty much kept the ball on the ground, or they've tried to draw the defense off sides. They've done that a couple times. 15 seconds on the play clock. Let's see if they try that again. Got some seconds to play with. It's Jones out of the slot, on the move, and looks like he's going to be up near the first down marker. I think it should be good as the sideline official comes in about the 41. Flag after the play, after the tackle. I want to say that was going to be a Petit Jean Fiber first down at the Huntsville 41.
It's going to be a first down.
It's going to be well, you're right. So the unsportsmanlike, I guess, even if against the Yellow Jackets.
Sure looked like a Huntsville player in there once again celebrating.
It is unsportsmanlike. Dead ball against the Eagles.
Now the third. I think that's the third unsportsmanlike penalty tonight against.
And Clinton's had one.
Huntsville.
Remember, Huntsville had. Boy, that's got to drive a coach crazy there. And Clinton's going to move the football up from what they have at about the 41. Tack on 15, get it up to the 26. Now with 8:49 to go in the third quarter, Clinton 21, Huntsville 8.
Huntsville's aided the Yellow Jackets on 2 drives tonight with penalties. See if this one pays off for the Jackets.
Gonzalez and Jones behind Dufran. Takes the snap, give inside handoff, Gonzalez. And he's going to dive forward after a little bit of contact to the 20, a pickup of about 6. Second down for the Yellow Jackets.
Zach's been tough to stop on that quick fullback blast up the middle. He is working his way toward another 100-yard game.
Had 60-plus yards in the first half. Dufran under center. Turn, give, out of the slot. And it's got into the green. 15-10, untouched. Caleb McCarver, if there's not a penalty.
The whistles are
There
blowing.
is a penalty at the line of scrimmage. And the Yellow Jackets' posture looks like this one's coming back, I think Creed Brown says.
Yellow Jackets using that counter play. They work a lot to that left side, so you come back to that counter to the right, and Caleb McCarver and his speed raced into the end zone, and the officials are still talking it over. And that one's coming back.
Is that did we have a touchdown called off by penalty in the first half? Was it McCarver?
Yes.
And that one as well? Is that twice tonight that he's got to the end zone? It's been called back for a penalty? That may be an unusual stat as well. So back them up a long way back. Clinton's going to have the football at the 32 of Huntsville. Bring up second down and about 16.
Don't have to get it all back in one play. Try to piece it together here.
Rylan Jones splits wide right. Dufresne's in the shotgun, calls for the football, hands it off, moving left to right, across the 30 to the 25. Big pile up, keeping the feet churning, keeping the knees high up to the 22. Zach Hunt Gonzalez, he'll get to maybe the 23, a pickup of about, 9 on the carry?
Yeah, you don't always have to line up in the fullback spot for Zach Hunt Gonzalez. That was that smoke draw out of the shotgun. That time he used a little bit of speed, and Zach got half of that back in one play. Now the Yellow Jackets have a manageable third down, and that's probably, about 6?
Probably at least 2 plays to pick up the first if they don't get it here. One back in the field. That's Gonzalez, but it's Littell out of the slot, right to left, trying to turn it inside. He does. He dives forward. I think he's short of the first down, and that may be another flag behind the line of scrimmage.
And that was McCarver on the run going from right to left, and this one's probably coming back too.
It is. Let's see. Are they going to get back to the original line of scrimmage? Could that be a holding? That's the call. That's a 10-yard spot foul. And I think they're going to mark it off, take it back to the 34-yard line. Third down, 3rd and 18.
The Jackets had a rash of penalties at Harmony Grove that night and overcame them to score, and see if they can overcome 2 holding penalties on this drive.
3 receivers. Henson's at a tight end. He's going to stay in and block. Pump fake, cross the middle. Too much traffic. Brody couldn't get that one to Caleb McCarver. Was that an inside screen? Or
yeah, little tunnel.
Little tunnel screen.
Yeah, too much traffic.
Just a little bit off the mark there on the pass. 4th and 18 for the Yellow Jackets at the Huntsville 33-yard line.
See what Coach wants to dial up right here.
Going to have to get a little bit further down the field than maybe what they have been on the previous 4th down opportunities. 4 receivers. Wants to throw it deep. Left side. Sideline. Jump ball. Incomplete. Out of bounds. And the ball is going to go over on down. So the Huntsville Eagles, their defense holds, and they'll get the football back with 7 minutes, 4 seconds here in the third quarter. It's Clinton 21, Huntsville 8.
Well, the Jackets had a touchdown call back. 2 holding penalties doomed that drive. A touchdown might have been the knockout punch there. Now it's still 21-8. Huntsville still in the ball game here.
And we talked about Huntsville. They got a big home crowd tonight. It's their first home game of the 2024 football season. So,
Huntsville been down for a few years, but just 4 years ago they were a Class 5A school. They were one of the largest 4A schools in the state, have a lot of resources.
They'll look to the sideline, maybe signaling the play or the set. They've got 3 receivers on the left side, 1 on the right, 1 back in the field. Looking to throw, going to roll to the right. Henson coming up with pressure, going to throw it deep down the field. Nobody there, out of bounds. Matter of fact, I think that is
Jesse Wilson with a catch.
Jesse Wilson.
Kelly, I'm not sure if you're here, but your husband made a nice catch at the 40-yard line.
That's Jesse Wilson. He coaches, the backs and receivers for the Yellow Jackets. So that'll be right up his alley there.
Showing them how it's done right there.
It's Coach Jesse Wilson, Jordan Benson, Joe Hudson. And also this year, Keith Pierman, a new coach on the staff. We still haven't got a chance to talk to him live on the radio. We'll do that at some point this season. And head coach Chris Dufresne. Coach Dufran looking to pick up his what win? Are we
150 tonight? Jackets can finish this one off.
Shotgun snap, inside handoff, across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A pickup of 3. Going to bring up 3rd and long for the Eagles.
They're down about 6 here.
And we've seen Huntsville go for it on 4th down tonight on their own side of the field. I would expect that here. They did punt on the last series, but we'll see here. 3rd and almost 7 at their own 37-yard line. Another inside handoff. Got a hole, though, and up to the 40 with the tackle. Got low, hung on long enough for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, good play by Hayden Jones, the sophomore. Had some running room. Hayden Jones came up, made a diving tackle. And it's going to bring up a 4th and 4. Good play by Hayden. Stop here, and the Jackets will be set up in good field position again.
And quickly, they're on the ball. 24 seconds on the play clock. They look to the sideline. They're going to try to draw them off sides, wind some clock. I don't know. Now they'll look to the play call.
Still got 12 on the snap clock.
Marcus Shepard, quarterback here in the second half, not in the first. They drop the shotgun snap. Cash Carpenter comes in. And ball's going to go over to the Yellow Jackets. They dropped the shotgun snap. It was low. I don't know if you can't blame that as quarterback or the running back on that one, but the result.
They have, you talk about rhythm. They've been going up in there and running the snap count and running a play. This time the coach wanted them to try to draw them off sides for 25 seconds. They let the clock run down to inside of 10 and then snapped it. I think the rhythm was off there. Man, the Yellow Jackets really need to take advantage right here. They take over at the 34. With a chance to knock this one out.
21-8 is the lead. Dufran, Henson, Littell, Jones, and Gonzalez. Hudson. It's Rylan Jones. Takes the carry, gets to the end, stays on his feet, breaks it to the outside to the sideline, runs out of room before he can get to the end zone. Goes out of bounds. Looks to be at about the 15. About a 20-yard pickup for Rylan Jones. That's his longest run of the night. He went for 230-plus last week in that win over Heber Springs. Our first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game gets his biggest run of the night and gives the Yellow Jackets a Petit Jean Fiber first down.
Yeah, I think nothing fancy on this drive. Yellow Jackets going to do what they do best, put their head down, move the ball on the ground, and get the ball in the end zone.
Back to the wing tee. Inside handoff, Zach Gonzalez. He's got positive yardage up near the 10. Give him 3 yards on the pickup. 2nd down and 7. Gonzalez, the junior. 5 minutes, 5 seconds in the third quarter. Ball on the far hash, the visiting side. I see the Clinton cheer squad over there as well. They're kind of down that side too, not in front of the bleachers. And inside handoff, maybe left side of Creed Brown.
Zach
Short
Hunt.
Gonzalez.
Falling
run
forward.
again. Pick him up 4 more. Bring up 3rd and 3.
That's a heavy bunch side over there with Alec Huey and Eli Henson over there.
Clinton's back on the ball. They're going to snap it quick. Gonzalez gets it again. Left side. I believe he's got enough for the Petit Jean Fiber first down. Let's see. And Gonzalez, 3 straight carries. Well, he may not. He may be just short of the first down. 4th and maybe a yard.
Man, it sure looking like of course, we're a long ways away.
He's at the 7.
I'm going to mark him short.
Going to go for it here. They say the 5-yard line and needs a yard. And the official timeout here for just a moment.
Illegal substitution.
Let's see. I think, are they adjusting the clock?
Or is it talking about the clock? Yep, 4:21. Okay.
Maybe. Okay. 4:21 on the game clock. Looks to be still 4th and 1 for the Yellow Jackets at the Huntsville 5. If you're watching on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel, I'm not sure if the KHPQ Facebook page, if it picked up the signal or not, had some trouble with it at the start of the game. But, hey, no, they're going to give the Yellow Jackets the first down. Is that the result of a penalty, or did he pick up the first down originally?
Maybe it was a illegal substitution. Yeah, that was the signal for illegal substitution. Then he was pointing about putting time on the clock.
Okay. Clinton looking to punch it in. DeFran under center. Jones gets it right side, left side, into the end zone. Touchdown, Rylan Jones. 4:08 in the third quarter. Clinton 27, Huntsville 8.
Well, the Jackets needed that one. That might have been the backbreaker. The Jackets get the ball in the end zone, overcome some penalties, and punch it in from 34 yards out. A Rylan Jones 4-yard TD caps it off at the 4:08 mark.
Derek Infante, he's a perfect 3 for 3 on tonight on extra point attempts. He's going to get his fourth opportunity. DeFran gets it down. Infante, it's high, it's deep, and it's good. It's Clinton 28, Huntsville 8. 4 minutes, 8 seconds in the third quarter when we return. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes, the River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River Company. The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket Sports. When you need an attorney, call the Blagg Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Now located in the shopping center at 244 Highway 65 South or on the web at blagglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports.
Jackets cash in a fourth down stop at the 34. Rylan Jones caps it off with a 4-yard touchdown run, and the Jackets lead 28-8.
Derek Infante is going to kick it deep, but it's going to sail out of bounds on the left side of the field. That's a penalty. Huntsville will have the football at the Yellow Jacket, 35-yard line for the ball going out of bounds.
I want to mention our old buddy Jason Lynch, the musical voice of Jim Thomason Field. Listen, watching at home today, hadn't missed many games over the years, either there or watching. So Jason Lynch watching in from down in Choctaw tonight. He probably, I bet the mayor and the first lady of Choctaw, Sam and Miss Becky, are probably watching tonight.
Hey, did you see, speaking of Jason Lynch, his duties there at Jim Tomlinson Field, along with Brian Henderson, your public address announcer? And did you see where Arkansas Sports Network named Jim Tomlinson Field one of the top 10 toughest places to play in Class 4A football?
A great atmosphere at Jim Tomlinson Field, great crowds.
Inside handoff, nowhere to go. Might have lost a yard.
The Jackets have won 7 in a row at Jim Tomlinson Field. They've won 10 of their last 11 home games, so it's been great to play at home for the Yellow Jackets. 75th year of football at Jim Tomlinson Field. In fact, I think the first game was September the 13th of 1950, and I think today's the 13th, isn't it? So
That's right.
75 years ago today, Clinton beat Danville on a Saturday night in front of 700 fans at the newly minted, at that time it was called the Clinton Athletic Field in the newspaper.
Shotgun snap for Henderson, fakes the handoff, wants to pass, throws it up, trying to run under for it. I think the intended receiver might have had a little bit of push off, get himself some space, but he couldn't catch up with that one. It falls incomplete. 3rd down and 10. 700 people, that sounds like a lot today. Sounds like it was certainly a lot back in 1950.
Yeah, it was they had been playing downtown where the Davis Cash Lumber is in the city ballpark, baseball and football field since 1939. And the school, the Booster Club at that time, and Petty Jean Electric went together to build and light Jim Tomlinson Field.
Defense, a little inside blitz. Running back drops the football behind the line of scrimmage. Back to
and from
34.
The coverage of the paper, it was said that that field is one of the best lit fields in the state of Arkansas in 1950. Apparently, there was a field in Hot Springs considered the best, and they said it was lit similar to the one in Hot Springs. So, but a lot of history on Jim Tomlinson Field.
And it looks like the Huntsvilles are going to punt the football as they lose a yard in this series. Big punt back for Colton Warren, fielded at the 23. A lot of space between him and the defenders. He's going to get to the left side. The Yellow Jacket sideline, flag on the play. Could that have been a face mask?
Yeah, there's going to be a block in the back.
And another flag, I think, came on the tackle to Warren. So maybe an offensive penalty to start. Let's see if there was a second.
I know the first one's
Different
going to be a
penalty.
block in the back. Not
Okay.
sure about the second one.
2:37 in the third quarter, 28-13.
Good punter there for Huntsville.
Re-kick. I hear Huntsville yelling re-kick from their players on the field.
Might be offsetting penalties. That second penalty might have been on Huntsville. I don't know. Huntsville's got 28 men on the field right now. That could be a penalty.
It is offsetting penalties. It was on the return. So I don't know in high school. I don't know if you re-kick, do you?
Blocking
Or
the back
is it
on
just
Clinton.
The field of
Face
possession
mask
already
on
changed.
Huntsville. So the Yellow Jackets will.
What, Clinton football? Where the tackle was made, is that right? Looks like at the 33-yard line. Clinton scored on their previous possession here in the second half to make it 28-8. And go back to work here after the 3 and out for the Eagles. Inside handoff Gonzalez. He's got both hands on the football. One had him low. It took a big hit from Jackson Ferguson to get Gonzalez down, but he's got to be near 100 yards on the ground tonight. And the offensive line, Creed Jenner.
Jackets going up tempo in that last series and this one, not
back.
allowing Huntsville to get any rest.
Going to snap the football. Littell gets it right to left out of the slot, gets to the end. He turns it up inside. They're going to up in Brace and Littell.
Wow.
We got players a
My
long way
gosh.
from the football, tangled up. Eli Henson and an Eagle or two.
You may have had a punch by number 18.
And there's a second flag. And so I think the first.
That was a tangle up at the 35 with number 18 and Eli Henson. If 18 threw a punch, he's ejected.
And I don't know if that second penalty, that was after the fact. I don't know if that was by. It's going to go against Clinton for unsportsman.
It was
offsetting.
way away from the play.
It's kind of those where you're blocking downfield. He's 15 yards ahead of everybody. He's tangled up with a couple of Eagles. And those guys just get after it, go into the turf, fall into the turf.
A game like tonight, it gets a little bit chippy. Keep your cool. You've got the lead.
Both teams picked up unsportsmanlike penalties tonight. Is that the fourth and fifth, or the fifth and sixth?
3. And we've had one.
Clinton had one in the first half, so this may be number 5 and 6. There's the first one. Well, not necessarily in series, but there is one against Clinton. There is one against Huntsville. Unsportsmanlike.
And he's been ejected. Yeah,
You called
18
it,
threw a
Mike Hawley.
punch.
And that was the player who just made the tackle on Zach Gonzalez. We talked about the big hit, the tailback.
And now 18 is walking back on the field. Now, if you do get 2 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, you're ejected. Or if you throw a punch, you're ejected. Looks like they're ejecting 22 for 2 unsportsmanlike penalties.
Okay.
But it sure did look like 18 may have thrown a punch.
And Huntsville, I think, took a timeout with 2:08 to go in the third quarter. It's 28-8. Yellow Jackets leading.
We should get some yards here. If it's 2 on them and only 1 on us.
It's the last time you had 7 unsportsmanlike penalties in a game. There was a game a few years ago with Heber Springs where we had a few of those, I think, at Panther Field. And the
a few of the
excitement of that
bleachers
game.
that night, too, probably.
Well, speaking of going back in history, you mentioned that first game at Jim Tumbleson Field back in 1950. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it always think when you talk about the very first Clinton High School football game, I think was on the road against the team I thought back then to travel that far. How did they ever end up playing? Was it Rector?
They went to Piggott.
It was Piggott.
It's
in
September
Northeast
of
Arkansas.
1939.
It's hard to get to Piggott
it's a
now.
hard trip today.
That's right.
And it's still the longest or second longest road trip in Yellow Jacket history that we've ever been on. Yeah, if you've ever been to Piggott, it's up on the Arkansas-Missouri border in northeast Arkansas near the Mississippi River. Well, the trip home would have been a dandy, too. They lost that night, first ever game.
Oh.
And I'd read that they had converted a pickup truck and put a shell on the back of it for like a bus. So those guys were tough back then. These guys here travel with air conditioning.
Well, Huntsville utilized the timeout. Also, Coach had a talk with the officials, team over the sideline. So whatever they
should be some plus yardage here for Clinton. And the unsportsmanlike calls are now 5-2 in Huntsville's favor. Say 5 for them, 2 for us. And there it is. That's going to put the ball in the Eagle territory down at the 43-yard line.
2 minutes, 8 seconds in the third quarter. Clinton 28, Huntsville 8.
And it's ironic. If Coach DeFran gets win number 150 tonight, he got win number 100 just down the road at Elkins back in 2017.
Elkins, they're in the feature matchup tonight, Class 4A. Elkins and Warren. We saw a score earlier in that game. We'll update you maybe this night. DeFran drops back to pass. He's going to throw it deep down the left side. And I think that's Rylan Jones trying to get deep on the left side. That's going to go over his head. It's incomplete. Second down for Clinton. Not seen Clinton take too many deep shots down the field tonight or this season generally, but Brody Dufresne aired that one out.
Huntsville's done a pretty good job in the secondary by trying to, loading up the box. They're still doing a pretty good job of covering the pass.
Inside handoff. Littell to the 40. Maybe they'll give him the 39. A pickup of 4 on the carry. Bring up third down for Clinton. Grayson Littell. I saw his mother, Wendy Henderson, before the ball game. Back to the line of scrimmage. Creed Brown with the snap. DeFran turns gifts to McCarver out of the slot. Left side to the end. First down. He's upended but falls forward. Flies forward, I guess you would say, up to about the 26-yard line for the Petit Jean Fiber. First down.
Yeah, that buck sweep to the left continues to work. And McCarver showing that speed. Like to see McCarver get one in the end zone now. He's had 2 called back. Now the counter.
Jones after the quick snap. A couple defenders take Rylan Jones down up at the 22-yard line. Pickup of
I know
4.
The Jackets used to call this NASCAR when they started going at this fast tempo.
And Littell. So Littell running out of the fullback spot. He's on the left side. He'll pick up 4 yards. Going to bring up 3rd and 2 for Clinton.
And, Huntsville, one of the weaknesses the coach talked about this year is lack of depth. I think maybe that's one thing, trying to keep the pedal down, keep pushing. Huntsville not able to substitute. A lot of those guys going both ways.
Big linemen, Creed Brown, Larry Swan, Cash Carpenter, Alec Huey. Eden Fuentes in there. Jones gets the handoff. He's going to pick up the Petit Jean Fiber.
Just that
first
slight
down.
cut, if you're watching on TV, makes all the difference. Rylan, that slight cut back to the left, gets the first down.
Line.
Yeah, Zach Gonzalez out of the game right now, but he's right on Coach Dufresne's shoulder.
Snap the football.
Here it is.
McCarver out of the slot. Right, left, into the end zone. Touchdown. Caleb McCarver. Clinton 34, Huntsville 8.
Doesn't see Caleb get one. He's had already 2 trips into the end zone, had them both called back. Not this time as McCarver scores, and that definitely is probably the knockout punch tonight for the Huntsville Eagles.
McCarver, a junior, part of that big junior class for the Yellow Jackets. All of these guys were impact players last year as sophomores, now juniors. And the snap, the hold, but official's going to stop play. And I don't know that there's a penalty. Maybe the things weren't set and force the Yellow Jackets to snap it again. And Dufresne will take the ball, hold from the 10. The kick is up, it's deep, it's high, and it's good. Clinton 35, Huntsville 8. 7 seconds remaining in the third quarter when we return. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
Well, the Jackets cash in on their 4th down stop by the defense. They punched it in from 33 yards out. McCarver took it in for the touchdown.
Infante's kick going to be fielded at the 15. It's on the left side, sideline. Big hit by the Yellow Jackets. Hayden Jones. And there's going to be a flag after the play. And the players look to be going at it on the sideline. Wow. Maybe a second flag. There were blocks kind of by the student section, which juts out on the sideline. And we saw players going up to help. I don't know if there was an Eagle or a Yellow Jacket. It's on the Huntsville sideline, so it's mostly Eagles. There's a flag or two on this one.
Yeah, they had Zach Shaver kind of pinned up against the wall over here on the near side.
There wasn't much territory left there. The tackle is a big hit, I think. No, was it Jones or McNabb? 16.
McNabb took the hit on the ball carrier, and then the Yellow Jackets slung the ball carrier out of bounds. He was still in bounds running when Clinton threw him out of bounds. That did not hit him late.
Huntsville might have taken offense that head coach Chris Dufran's out on the field talking to the official. Now walking backwards on the far hash. So we've already had 5 unsportsmanlike against Huntsville tonight. 2 against the Yellow Jackets, if that's right. And we may have another 1 or 2 here tonight. I don't know that we expected that from these two squads. A non-conference, they've only played a couple times in recent years.
Hadn't played since 2021. I know a lot of probably pin-up frustration by Huntsville. They've lost 12 in a row, haven't won since 2022. Official still talking it over. Coach Dufran at the hash mark with the official. Fun night at the old ballpark. This was a lot nicer last week. Yeah, it's 2 great rivals playing each other. And there's a flag on the Clinton sideline. I hope they didn't throw a flag for somebody coming onto the field.
He's going to call his whole team together along with the coaching staff. He's called them all in together, and they're talking this one over with 2 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Chop block is the first call. The officials, by the way, have earpieces. He's talking into his
they can talk to
earpiece.
Each other?
Yep.
Okay.
Chop block, Huntsville.
And dead ball, unsportsman, personal foul against Clinton. And there's a personal foul against Huntsville. So Huntsville, 2 penalties on the play, chop block, personal foul. Clinton's got 1 personal foul. That's 8 and 9, I think, for tonight.
That's last week come out ahead on penalties, 2-on-1.
We saw that on a previous series.
And now the official is marking the ball the wrong direction.
Is he going to go forward and back? He takes it to the Huntsville 42, which would be about 15 yards from where the return man went out of bounds. And Coach Chris Dufran, he's signaling, back them up, mark it off their way.
Should be 15 back, and then plus the chop block.
So here we go from the 42. And the official's going to walk back. Look to be, about the 27. He'll stop there. Does he put the football down? Or does he mark off?
We got a third penalty, boys. There's the 2.
First against Clinton.
Unsportsmanlike.
Here we go again.
And here comes the chop block.
So from the 27 back to the, I guess, is that going to be a half the distance? Back to the 14. So an unusual series there after the kickoff on the return with 2 seconds to go in the third quarter. And Huntsville will have it at their own. Well, it's the 14. Scoreboard says 19, but I think it's the 14.
That clock keeper's got a slow hand. The return started with 7 seconds ago, and there's still 2 on the clock. We saw right before halftime, too.
These teams need to get these 2 seconds and get to the sideline and take a good long break. Shotgun snap. Henderson's going to keep it himself. Left side, big pile up. He gets to about the 17. He'll go down, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. After 3, it's the Clinton Yellow Jackets 35, the Huntsville Eagles 8. Fourth and final quarter when we return. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. FL Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. FL Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call: Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call. 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Well, that was a long 7 seconds. They finally got the third quarter over with. Huntsville will have the ball, second down and 7 from their own 17-yard line. Sir Hutchins checking in. They have the North Central Arkansas District Fair tonight, so they're listening in, her and Harper and the crew tonight. Thanks for Sir Hutchins listening in tonight. And hopefully the Yellow Jackets can finish this one off. They lead 35-8 as we head to the final period of play. And they have gone to another quarterback, looks like.
From their own 22, facing second down and 8, looking to pass left side, and can't hang on at the 30-yard line. Incomplete. Defending was Sam Standridge for the Yellow Jackets. Third down and 8 coming up.
Trying to get the number of that. Looks like it's number 13 at quarterback. It'll be Colin Tucker, a 5'10", 160-pound sophomore, third different quarterback we've seen tonight for Huntsville. We said they came into the spring with 4 guys vying for the quarterback position.
Out of the shotgun. Put it in the belly. Turns it up inside. Bouncing around. And short gain, I believe. Not much. Maybe a yard or 2 to the 19. Going to bring up 4th and 6.
Defense has just stifled the running game. There's been no running game for Huntsville tonight. And then when you have to pass, when they know you're going to pass, makes it even more difficult. Really, the only score tonight came on a turnover. The defense hasn't yielded a point.
Coppin Ross still in the ballgame. A defensive tackle got the start tonight. A lot of plays. He's going to have some tackles charted by Coach Matthew Post.
Looks like they're going to go for it.
Not much to lose here. 4th, wind up, throw it down the left side. Good pass. Can't pull it in. Had a defender between he and the intended receiver. Is there some kind of flag?
There's always
or
a flag.
Or ball's going to go over on, well, make sure here. No, there's going to be an offensive penalty on the incomplete pass. It was 4th down. And
Clinton will take
is that
over
at the snap? Or is that one they can decline?
Might have been pre-snap penalty. Looks like it is. The offense heads back off the field.
So you don't have a choice.
Nope.
Well,
now they are going to give the Yellow Jackets the football at the 19-yard line.
Clinton will have it. Got a bad angle here. It looks to be at the 19-yard line. Clinton leading 35-8, 11-10 remaining in the ball game.
Well, the best thing here, let's say get a touchdown, make it 35, but that's only going to make it 33.
Need a 2-point. And before the snap of the football, we got a Huntsville player on the ground.
I got to mention Angela Bradford listening in back in Clinton. Saw her this afternoon as we were loading up the equipment truck, and she was hard at work at the arena getting ready for volleyball and basketball coming up pretty soon. But Angela Bradford, who makes the Booster Club go. And Jeff's making noises. Did something happen?
Well, number 1, he was running off the field and he fell down. I thought it might be something serious there for a moment, getting off the field, but he got up. He's okay.
Had my head down. Heard Jeff say something there. Hang on, we got a golf report coming up here in just a second. Judson Smith's golf team. Another outstanding year for Yellow Jacket golf. I'll give you an update on that. And the Jackets have it 1st and 10 at the 19.
Ball's on the far hash. Brandon under center, wing tee. Steps back, wants to pass. Single receiver into the end zone. Does he hang on? Can't hang on. Into the end zone. trying to get it to.
Look for Liam Hudson on the fade route, the back of the end zone. Liam with a height advantage on that defender back there. Liam with a great catch week 1 against Harmony Grove.
Second down from the 19. Dufresne back under center. Wing T set. Turn, give. Inside Gonzalez. Up the middle. By one defender. Second defender gets him low. And Zach Hunt Gonzalez looks like he'll carry it to the 7. That should be good for a Petit Jean Fiber. First down.
How about that cut? Zach got there into the hole and cut back to the left. That's a fullback, folks. And Zach Hunt for the first down for the Yellow Jackets at the 7.
Going to be over 100 yards tonight on the ground is Zach Hunt Gonzalez. We'll get some final stats from Coach Matthew Post after the game. Maybe if we have time, we'll see tonight. We may have to get out of here quick. Now in the shotgun, Dufresne from the 7. Player in motion right to left is Littell. Low snap, picks it up, rolls to his left, throws it into the end zone all alone. The catch, the touchdown, Sam Standridge. Clinton 41, Huntsville 8.
Yeah, just rolled Brody to the left, had 2 receivers at different levels, one at the goal line, and Sam Standridge cutting across the back of the end zone. A perfect pass and a nice catch by the junior Sam Standridge. And the Yellow Jackets score in 2 plays from the 19-yard line.
Derek Infante, they will just go for 1 here. A 2-point could give them a 35-point lead in the sportsmanship rule, but Infante for 1. The kick is up. It's good. It's Clinton 42, Huntsville 8. 10:32 remaining in the ballgame. When we return, you're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes, the River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price, whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive. The team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River Company.
And the Yellow Jackets score in 2 plays from the 19-yard line. Sam Standridge on a pass from Brody Dufresne. The Yellow Jackets lead 42-8. Still a 10:32 left in this one.
Infante for the kick from the 40. He's going to kick it deep down the field. This one will carry back to about the 2-3 yard line. Return up to the 15, trying to find a hole. They do. The 25, the 30, 35, 40. It'll be up to Derek Infante to make the tackle.
Hey.
Huntsville gets it to the 48. Infante with the kick and the tackle.
That may be a big thrill for Derek than kicking an extra point. And he popped up there and made the tackle. Perfect form. And the kicker knocked him out of bounds at the 50. And Derek's excited on that one. And his teammates are excited for Derek. He's kind of he's a team favorite.
You know, Derek, he scared us there for a moment in that ball game in Harmony Grove in week 1. What an onside kick up the middle. Derek's going to go in and recover the football himself and comes out of there with an injury. He did return to the ball game, kicked the rest of the night. I guess he's been fine ever since, but I guess he's not afraid to mix it up.
Derek has a good time wherever he goes.
Huntsville from the 50. Shotgun snap in motion. Put it in the belly. Behind the line of scrimmage. He'll get back across. 49-yard line. Yellow Jackets making the tackle. Who all's involved?
That's a tough
Nathan
play.
Hutto's in there. Coben Ross.
Really slow developing, and it's coming to the short side of the field, and the Yellow Jackets just stretch it all the way to the sideline. Good defense that time, and chance for a lot of guys to get in the ball game tonight.
A 1-yard gain to the Clinton 49.
Philip Whitman in the game for the Jackets, number 65 at defensive tackle. Court Alexander, a sophomore. Football and rodeo is his game. And Court's in the defensive end here on the left side of the line.
McNabb's in the secondary. We've called his name a couple of times tonight. But shotgun snap, a little bit high, picks it up, zips it across the middle. Does he make the catch? There were players crisscross in front of each other's face. The catch was good at the 41. It may be short of the first down, but, boy, he zipped that.
Yeah, threw that in some traffic. Good play by the quarterback.
Third
and
and
the
one
receiver on that one.
At the 41. Game clock under 9 minutes. Shotgun snap. Going to back up to the 49. Going to pass again on the slant. Caught. First down. 35, 34. First down for the Yellow Jackets. Making the tackle. Braden Venable in the ballgame, the sophomore for the Yellow Jackets, number 15. And quickly on the ball. They're going to play quick now. Trailing 42-8. Huntsville with the first down. Shotgun snap, wants to pass. Looks right, looks left. Now it's going to tuck it and run. Got positive yardage to the 30. Running out of bounds at the first down marker. Good play. First down for Huntsville inside the Yellow Jacket 25.
They talked last week about rush lane integrity against Buffalo. You had to stay in your lane, not allow him to get to the outside. That time the Yellow Jackets, the outside rusher over there, kind of passed the quarterback, and that left that side of the field open. Probably the longest run from scrimmage tonight for Huntsville. The Yellow Jackets have done a great job pretty much stuffing the running game all night long.
Shotgun snap, going to take it, roll to the right. It's got pressure coming from the end. It's going to be sacked behind the line of scrimmage all the way back at the 35-yard line.
That's big dog Court Alexander with a sack, and he's got some speed, and he raced in there and threw the quarterback to the ground. I think he probably does that with that calf roping he does.
Sophomore quarterback,
yep,
Colin Tucker. He didn't have much of a chance on that one with Alexander in the backfield. 2nd and 20+ for Huntsville. Takes the shotgun snap. Pressure again. Going to throw it in the middle. They're trying to set up, a middle screen there, a tunnel screen, but off the hands of its intended receiver. Incomplete. 3rd and long.
Yeah, not a bad play call there if he could have completed it, but Court got on him so quickly, really couldn't throw the ball any type of technique there, and now it's 3rd and long for Huntsville.
They looked at the sideline.
Court's mom, of course, the counselor over at the junior high, Randy Alexander.
And back in the shotgun at the 40. Looking to pass. Down the left side, a little bit long. Boy, he's got an arm. He can zip it. That one over the head of his intended receiver. 4th down coming up. 4th and, what do you say, about 22, 21 for the Eagles.
They might be the
Was there a flag on the play? Heard the whistle blow. I don't see the flag. Yeah. Sideline official coming in to talk to the head
down
official.
Around the 30-yard line in front of the Clinton bench.
There is a penalty. Holding. It's on the defense. So maybe holding the receiver. And that's not going to be an automatic first down. What in high school is it? They'll pick up. They're going to get 15 on that. They'll move it to the 24-yard line, maybe 10. That's going to leave them 3rd and 11.
So this might be their quarterback of the future for Huntsville, only a sophomore.
And give them a couple chances here to pick up the first down. Shotgun snap, looking to pass. Steps up. Gets away from a defender to the left side. Now he's going to have to run. Defender comes up, steps behind the line of scrimmage. Touchdown, Huntsville. What a play.
Got a flag here for holding. Got a flag on the far side. He crossed the line of scrimmage and then backed up and threw the pass. This one's coming back.
Oh, what a headsy 10th grade quarterback, though, is Colton Tucker. It looked like he was going to be sacked. I don't know how he got away from the defender. He rolls to the left. Looks like he's got some green. The defense closes in. He takes a step back to keep from crossing the line of scrimmage. By that time, he's got a receiver open down the middle of the field. He hits him on what would have been a touchdown. And you got to give him some credit on that one, though, but he's not going to get 6.
Yeah, White Dunn almost had the sack, but there was an early hold. And then as he took off running to the far side, he crossed the line of scrimmage and then backed up and then threw the football. Now, if you're a defensive back, you see him run past the line of scrimmage, you're no longer in pass coverage. That may be why that receiver was wide open.
So now we're back to 3rd and long, 3rd and about 21 or 22.
We've seen about it all tonight, I think, as far as the rule book goes. We've seen everything under the sun tonight.
It's been quite the workout for the officials, the coaching staff as well. Head official says start the play clock, 25 seconds, 7:10 on the game clock. Clinton again leading 42-8. Shotgun snap going to pass. Across the middle of the field, over the intended receiver. There was a lot of traffic, 3 Yellow Jacket defenders, and he kind of broke free, got behind them. But by that point, the pass was going to go over his head. 4th and 21.
Yeah, Nathan Hutto back there, dropping from a linebacker spot back. Venable was back there. And now it's 4th and forever, I think. 4th and a cab ride, I think they call it.
42-8. Austin Drake needs the score. One of the Drake twins. Talk about defending a pass. He and his brother Ethan, boy, they were fantastic to call for 3 years. And let's see what this secondary can do now. Huntsville with a 4th and 21. Shotgun snap. Going to pass. Empty backfield. 5 receivers on the right side. And threw it behind his receiver. Incomplete. The ball is going to go over on downs to the Yellow Jackets, leading 42-8. 6:56 remaining in the ball game.
Another defensive stop by the Yellow Jackets. Only scored enough for Huntsville. Actually came on a turnover as they returned a fumble for a touchdown. Yellow Jacket defense bent a little bit there, but didn't break. And now we'll see what the Yellow Jacket offense do. Probably see a lot of new faces out there. You might see Venable at quarterback, and you will.
Cooper Watley is going to play split in on the left side.
And a whole new offensive line, I believe.
Coppin Ross.
Coy Watley, a sophomore there at left tackle.
Coy Watley, younger brother of Cooper. Handoff, trying to get the right side. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Briar
back
Cullum
to 30.
On the carry. Hutto's in the backfield along with Venable. Also Harold McNabb in there. 50 Court Alexander now on the offensive line. Hayden Jones on the offensive line. In fact, Court's working at center. He's been working with Creed Brown through the spring, summer, and into the fall.
Venable, the sophomore, wing T set, goes under center, turn give, coming out of the slot, gets the left side, spun around, forward, but McNabb on the carry to the 35-yard line. A pickup of 6, going to bring up 3rd down.
Robin Cifuentes in the game on the offensive line. Copen Ross in there now playing some offensive line. Played a lot of defense tonight. Good to see everybody get into the ball game. And Jackets are off next week, so get in and out of here healthy. And get a week to get ready for the conference opener at Lamar in 2 weeks.
Under 6 minutes. Wing T set. Venable. Turn. Give. Out of the slot. McNabb left to right. Couple of tacklers. Take him down at the 42. 4th and long. 4th and 7 for the Yellow Jackets at their own 43-yard line. And it looks like the Yellow Jackets are going to swap personnel. We may see is this going to be the first? No, did we see one punt? No, we didn't. They didn't have to punt, did they, on that 4th and 9? Is this the first punt of the night?
First punt of the night for the Yellow Jackets.
Brody Dufran will return.
That first series, they were facing 4th and 9 and picked up 2 offside penalties in a row. Kept a drive alive, which they later scored.
Brody drops back, calls for the football. Low kick, line drive, hits at the 30, fielded at the 20 to the right side. And the tackle coming in to finish off is Colton Warren on the tackle. Caleb McCarver got the first touch. And Huntsville will have it at least one more time tonight with 5:07 remaining in the ballgame. It's Clinton 42, the Eagles 8.
Good form tackling there. Hey, let's talk about that Yellow Jacket golf team. They got district tournament coming up. Yellow Jacket Golf competes in the district tournament on Tuesday at Mountain Ranch over at Fairfield Bay. Terrence Kimpson looks to three-peat as the individual champion of the conference. Hester Hensley, Jory Tumbleson, Carson Rabone are the other 3 golfers for the Yellow Jackets this year, and they have all improved this season, said Coach Judson Smith. But get out to Mountain Ranch on Tuesday if you want to watch district championship golf. And Yellow Jackets have a good golf program under head coach Judson Smith. And, there's some talk maybe Terrence Kimpson going for his 3rd district title. He's going to be one of those contenders for a 4A state title coming up in a few weeks.
How about on the girls' side? I saw Anna Bernard. I know she's on the girls' golf team. I can't remember if she had a teammate or not on that, but got to visit with Anna at the Heber Springs Junior High game last week, coming off a golf match that day. Her mother's Alicia Bernard, one of our high school teachers who she's probably watching tonight. She stays with us on here on all of our sporting broadcasts. And short pickup for Huntsville. Well, give them about 4 or 5 on that. Bring up 3rd down for the Eagles. With 4:15 to go, clock running here in the ball game. think the Clinton band.
You know, I got a good source, and I think the other Lady Yellow Jacket golfer is Nicole Barnett.
I was thinking there were two, and I couldn't recall the name, but I didn't look. Hey, good. And the pass attempt blocked by the Yellow Jackets. Knocked to the turf. 4th down, 4th and 2 coming up. That does stop the game clock at 3:55. At the 40-yard line.
Corners now are Liam Hudson on the far side. Harold McNabb here on the near side.
Sam Standridge
still
stays
in
in the
safety.
ball game. Venable as well. Handoff inside. Might have picked up the first down. Looked like they get to the 44. That is good for a Huntsville first down.
I want to mention, I think we can go ahead and mention it. Coach Dufresne's going to win his 150th game of his career tonight, all at Clinton High School. He owns all the Clinton playoff victories. He's the winningest coach in Clinton football history, and got to be one of the top 10, I guess, in the state of Arkansas, active coaches with wins at 150. Mention a little bit more after this play.
Back to the shotgun. Inside handoff. Hit behind the line of scrimmage.
It was October 13th of 2017. It was Clinton 49, Elkins 28. That was Coach Dufresne's 100th victory. Remember that ball club? I still remember that ball game. Elkins beat us the year before at Clinton, 28-21. We go to Elkins, and Elkins scores on a long pass on the second play of the game. And then the Yellow Jackets score, I believe, on, was it seven straight possessions?
So
that was the Weston Amos team, the Drake brothers,
Sky
Davidson,
Caleb
Bowman. That was that 2017 team was a great football team, and they got win number 100 just down the road at Elkins.
Attempted pass down the sideline.
Yeah.
Makes the catch.
That one's coming back.
McNabb defending. Receiver went out of bounds. McNabb might have forced him out of bounds. What's the high school call? He comes back in bounds, makes the catch, gets to the end zone.
He ran out of bounds, made the catch. The official might say that Harold made some contact with him to force him out of bounds, and with a 42-8 score, they may give him a touchdown, but we'll see.
Right in front of us.
He definitely went out of bounds.
Box. Yeah, you saw it right in front of us.
You probably had a great view on TV, too, because that was right in front of us. And he definitely ran out of bounds, came back in to make the catch.
And right now, Huntsville's walking back their offense like they're going to bring it back.
Yeah, that one's got to come back. You know, I used to always tell kids, you know, one of the easiest ways to get open is to get out of bounds. Nobody will guard you out of bounds. One of the best ways as a receiver to get open is run out of bounds.
It was really a good catch once he came back in bounds with McNabb right there on him to make the catch that he did. I hope, like you said, I hope you folks got to see it on video. It was a pretty play, but it's not going to count. They're going to back them up. The home fans are getting upset. And it's going to come back to the Huntsville 42-yard line.
Yeah, that was pretty obvious. Even the Huntsville coaches aren't even arguing that one.
You don't see that call very often in high school. We have seen it all from, maybe 8
You watch a college game
penalties.
and you'll see, or a pro game, you'll see the referee throw his hat down. That's a signal that the receiver went out of bounds. Then when the play's over, they can get together and talk about it. But tonight he just went ahead and threw the flag.
It's first down. Huntsville at their 43. 2 minutes, 26 seconds on the game clock. It's Clinton 42, the Eagles 8. Shotgun, quick pass, right side.
Ooh, nice
caught behind the line of scrimmage, dropped for a loss on the play. That's McNabb. We've called his name a lot tonight.
Yeah, Harold's a football player. He wasn't fooled on that one. That was going to be that bubble screen, but what do we say? On the bubble screen, the other off receiver has to block. Harold beat the block and made the tackle in the open field.
Loss of 5, maybe 6. 2 minutes remaining in the ball game.
You know, one thing the Yellow Jackets have done a good job this year, the first 2 games, is no yards after catch. Receiver catches the ball, they go down.
3 receivers on the short side of the field, the home side. Standridge defending McNabb, but it's a handoff. breaking to the left off tackle, but there's 3 Yellow Jacket defenders there to make the tackle. Short gain, won't get back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and almost 14. Liam Hudson gets credit for the tackle with 1:25 to go.
A 2.5-hour football game.
I was telling people tonight might be a short night. It's not been a short night.
A lot of flags. A lot of flags tonight.
Maybe a record. Maybe 8 unsportsmanlike penalties tonight. I may have lost count. And some other unusual penalties tonight and things that have happened. But it's going to be a win on the scoreboard for the Yellow Jackets. There's an offsides penalty. And how about that? Clinton's going to move.
They'll go 3-0. Yep. I think it's the third straight season the Jackets have opened the season 3-0.
Their non-conference slate.
We're off next week, and then we go to Lamar for a huge football game in 2 weeks. Lamar plays Heber this Friday night. If you want to see them, head over to Heber Springs on Friday. They got a really good ball club. That quarterback, really elusive, is still there. Of course, the Jackets had a heartbreaker up there last year. Fumbled the ball 6 times, still had the lead with 40 seconds to go before the final fumble did them in. And the Yellow Jackets left a conference championship on the field that night at Lamar a year ago. The year before that, the sophomores, well, they're juniors now, they won the conference championship at junior high with a tough win at Lamar 2 years ago. And the Jackets will head back up there again in 2 weeks from tonight. And there's really 6 teams for 5 spots for those playoff spots, in my opinion. And of those 5 teams that we play, that's the only road game. The other 4 come to us, so that's such a huge road game 2 weeks from tonight.
That's the new conference. I guess Conference 4 of Class 4A. The Yellow Jackets have cycled into this year. Quarterback, keeper to the right side, weaving his way, getting through tackles, picks up about 10 on the play, but that'll be the last play of the ballgame unless Huntsville chooses to stop the clock. 20 seconds remaining. And I think that's going to do it. Officials will spot the ball.
I'm going to say we're going to wrap this one up quickly tonight. We got a long trip home. So stay tuned for our first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game.
Let's see if they'll snap it. They do not snap it. The horn sounds. That's the end of this one. It's the Clinton Yellow Jackets 42, the Huntsville Eagles 8 here from Huntsville. Let's take a quick break. When we return, we'll close it out. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
And we're back. Hey, Coach Matthew Post has joined us, giving us some final numbers on the night. It was a big night for Zach Hunt Gonzalez. 17 carries for 115 yards, 2 touchdowns on the night. You felt the offense, the running game was pretty good tonight against Huntsville, and I think he was almost unstoppable when he had the football tonight. How about Zach Hunt Gonzalez for our first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game?
Back-to-back 100-yard games to start the season for Zach Hunt Gonzalez. When the Yellow Jackets needed to get yards, they handed it to him tonight. Rollin Jones, they probably had a couple of spies on him after seeing the film last week. So ended up with 77 yards for Rollin Jones. Also, don't forget Caleb McCarver. He scored 3 touchdowns tonight, but he only got credit for 1. But he had a big night both on the offensive side and the defensive side. Those are a couple of good honorable mentions. And, of course, always that left side of the Yellow Jacket offensive line. They ran a lot of plays to that direction tonight. Total yards for the Jackets?
Ran for 279, passed for 68.
Jackets had 279 on the ground, 68 through the air tonight. The defense plays well, only gives up actually the defense didn't give up points tonight. It was a fumble return for a touchdown as the Jackets won 42-18. They jumped out to a 14-0 lead in the first quarter on a touchdown, a couple of touchdowns, one by Zach Hunt Gonzalez and 2 touchdowns by Gonzalez. The Yellow Jackets led 14-0. They cut it to 14-8 at halftime. The Jackets cut it to 14-8. Clinton got a touchdown right before the half, led 21-8, and Huntsville went scoreless in the second half. Jackets picked up a Ryland Jones touchdown to make it 28-8. A Caleb McCarver touchdown made it 35-8, and a pass from Bertie DeFran to Sam Standridge at the 10:22 mark of the fourth quarter made the final score Clinton 42, Huntsville 8. Everybody got the ball game out. Everybody looks healthy, and we're off till 2 weeks from tonight as they head to Lamar. Once again, your first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game tonight is Zach Hunt Gonzalez with 17 carries, 115 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's back-to-back 100-yard games for Zach Hunt Gonzalez. And Coach Post, you just witnessed Coach DeFran's 150th career victory. A lot of wins. Hopefully a lot more to come for Coach DeFran and the Yellow Jackets. Any final words, Jeff Hall?
So undefeated in the non-conference slate, 3-0. We'll look forward to this 7-game stretch of regular season play in a new conference here for the Yellow Jackets. And as you said, that starts in 2 weeks from tonight against Lamar. We'll gather together to join you then for the live stream, for the audio broadcast. Certainly glad to be with you tonight. For Kelsey Robinson, our studio engineer, for Aaron Duhon, coming up from Arkansas Tech. He took the pig trail and made it up tonight to Huntsville, and he fixed the video stream before the game ever started. So big thanks to Aaron Duhon. Always enjoy visiting with him. He's doing great at Arkansas Tech, he tells us. So we'll visit with him as the season goes on. For Coach Matthew Post with us again this week. For my colleague, I'm Jeff Hall. You've been listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.